Everyone,
Hi, everybody, and welcome to James of Silver and Stone,
Whoa.
brought to you
That's
by
on the
Roll for
internet
Chaos.
forever.
Of course. I like missing this and on sometimes. Hi, everybody. Thank you for waiting for us. We are currently slightly off camera-wise, and it's driving me nuts as the producer. But I will fix that as we go through some discussion we're going to have with each one of our characters. First point of business, we are attempting to increase our follower count. We are a relatively new channel, believe it or not, even though we do have a lot of polish, some amazing people, some great actors, and some wonderful game time. It's very fun. Not to toot my own horn or everybody else's here, putting a lot of pressure on them, making them have to, react quite a bit more.
You
Anyway,
can shoot my horn anytime.
Not on stream though. I feel like that's against TOS.
That's against.
I mean, we're trying to get views. Oh, right, TOS. Gotcha.
So, if you would be so kind as to just provide us a follow, it doesn't cost anything, doesn't take more time than just like a little boop, and we're trying to reach 250. In which case, if we do, we'll be giving out some fantastic prizes because we have that opportunity available to us. And in the future, we'll know you love us and want us to succeed, and we'll make more and more amazing content and reach out to other communities and drag them all on board and continue to grow and have a good time, and all of us will be happy. There we go.
And if you don't, we'll cry.
When it comes to tonight's events, we're going to go around all of these wonderful castmates, and we're going to just say who we are, who we're playing, where we were, and we're going to talk about our crew a little bit here tonight. I'm just going to share the love for a moment if we can, because all of us have been doing this a while now, and we all know each other relatively well, and we all appreciate each other, and maybe we don't get to see each other as often as we want to. As Sinan sits over there looking like bored. Sorry, jeez. But we're going to do this at random, and while we are going through that part, I'm going to go ahead and fix all these little tiny errors that are showing up on screen for everybody. So tonight's first speaker, fabulous first speaker, is Anna. Anna, welcome back to the show after last week, and you get to go first today.
First. I'm not used to that. I was used to it last season. I'm not used to it now. I'm uncomfy.
I'm just gonna relax.
Hi. Yeah. Hi, I'm Anna, or Sanctum Cosplays. I play the lovable bitch, Kiara. I mean, we'll call it as it is. This is what she is. Let's see. I'm gonna go around the circle. I guess I should look at streams so it makes, more sense instead of what my Discord shows. So I'm gonna start with Shannon. Shannon, I love you. We're the same person. So that's kind of, I don't know if it's considered a compliment.
We're practicing self-love when we compliment each other. That's what it is.
I think so. I think that's exactly what and you know what? It's growth. And Shannon has a good butt. So, there's that. Strat, I both simultaneously hate and love Nohu with my whole heart. I love Nohu when he's interacting with other people. But the moment I'm like, Kiara's gonna punt him at some point. He is just, I don't know where he came up with the idea, but God, is he adorable in every way, shape, and form. Even if he is going to get us all killed in the next, I'm putting a limit. I'm gonna call it now 5 sessions. I give it max 5 sessions, and then we're all dead because of Nohu. Probably from peeing on something that kills us. I think that's pretty accurate. Sinan, I just love, all of the acting chops you bring to Patchy, because I don't think you could give really anyone a, deranged, probably war criminal rat person as a prompt, and they would be able to step up to the plate as well as you have. That sounds like hell for an improv prompt. So you took it and you ran, and I appreciate it. Steven, how do I put this without making us both sound horrible? I love that I can be as catty as I want with you, and you're not gonna judge me in any way, shape, or form. I can just say maybe not nice things, and you're like, yes, queen, like, go off, like, let's go. T, go. Both in character and out of character. More in character last thing we did, less so now, because I feel like Kaizen doesn't really like Kiara, which is fine. It's okay. but more as a person. And I don't love meeting new people. And when we met, it felt super easy to talk to you and a super quick connection. So that was always helpful. And now I consider you a very close friend. Rob is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
And Ty.
Hey, I'm not a castmate. I'm the boss. That's different.
I'm going to talk about you anyway. I love this game so much. I preach it to everyone I can. When people are like, hey, can you teach me Dungeons and Dragons? I'm like, no, but I can teach you Aether and Steamworks. I've said that multiple times to people. And they're like, well, is it, like, what's the difference? I'm like, one is significantly better. So I might have a heavy bias towards this game, but it's fine.
Well, I'm glad you have a heavy bias towards this game, because I made it, and that makes me happy. Move right along. Rob, you're up next.
It's me. I'm Rob, or Robbie Roll on the interwebs, or more importantly, Clay, no last name given, the dwarven scoundrel on this wonderful show. I'm gonna go the opposite way around the circle, just so I can be quirky. Compared to Anna.
So quirky.
So brave. You're so
be.
brave.
He's so quirky.
Thank you. So Steven, you are so incredibly poised. You just exude a confidence and personality that is so infectious and so engaging to watch. Like watching Rulo, I was always like, it felt really easy to hang on you and a lot of the whole cast. But like you just have like this really amazing performative put together energy when on screen, on and off the show, and it's really great to
The
have
point
in
of
a
that
cast.
too is that while he looked that way, he had absolutely no idea what was going on. I mean, not to call you out, Steven, but it was a new game for you, and you
Not
don't.
to
You
call
haven't
you
done,
out,
you
but
haven't
to
done a lot
literally
of.
call you out.
Totally, but like,
Well, I'm saying
you know,
he was very good
not
at.
everyone can fake it till they make it.
He
you
was
know?
very good at faking it, and he was very good at rolling with punches and coming up with ideas and being right in the spirit of the game.
Exactly.
So
Totally.
Thanks, guys.
It's Rob's turn to talk, Ty. God.
I'm trying to get mine out of the way at the same time.
I have the stick. Sanan. Oh, Sanan. I mean, I've loved role playing with you since our first time, and it's always my delight to see just how difficult you're gonna make it for me to heighten at any point, because you just come in so strong with such great characters and concepts that it's like, well, where am I supposed to go from here? Like, how am I supposed to get to a better moment, a more satisfying moment? It's a little frustrating, but mostly just a wonderful thing to have. And of course, also, as much as we haven't been able to spend as much time together, I still really just value you as a friend and person in my life.
Let's fix that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Now I'm gonna go. We're just gonna hang, and everyone have a good stream.
Goodbye,
Yeah, let's
everybody.
go.
This was
Bye.
Let's go. Bye, guys.
Strat, you terrify me in the best way possible. Your mind is an enigma. You are insanely creative. You displayed that in spades last game we were in, to the point where I was in deep shit for that whole campaign, but you scared me the most, I think, of any of it. The idea of what you might be able to do in revenge of any of my actions. And you are just similar to Sam, but just so amazing at picking up scenes and just carrying them on your back. Like, just catching one little glimpse and then just going and carrying the scene from there. It's really awesome and amazing to be able to be with. So thank you for that, Shannon. And what can I say? You, similarly to Steven, you just have such an infectious positivity and lightheartedness, which I love. I love being able to smile and laugh even even though I also like to create really heavy drama situations for my characters, and it's really amazing to come into the stream knowing that there's gonna be this just ray of sunshine that is Shannon and your characters, and know that I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna laugh because you're hilarious, because you and Anna are the same person, and I thoroughly enjoy both of you. So love the humor and lightheartedness that you bring, and always happy to be in any game with you. Anna, you're all right too. You're fine.
You guys
Yeah.
are so cute.
We're literally like 3 feet from each other.
Yeah. And then oh my God, what can I say about you that I haven't already said a million times? You are an incredible soul with such amazing creative power. Like, the amount of work and love and time and dedication that this man has put into this stream, this channel, his game, his art, like, it comes through. Like, you can see the polish in everything you do, and I still don't think it properly comes across how much like blood, sweat, and tears your soul you've poured into everything you do, which is amazing. Very few people can do that in this world, and it's very special. And I'm so happy that I can shout it from the rooftop, any rooftop I can sneak onto.
Please don't go on rooftops. That's dangerous.
Exaggerations. It's all
Especially in a
slander and
storm.
lies. And we're moving right along to
It's raining out.
Steven, your
asked for
turn.
this.
I didn't ask for me. I just said for your
didn't
castmates.
specify.
I said
Oh,
co-stars.
so you're not a
I
member
said,
of the cast?
I said co-stars. I'm not.
You are also a star. Are you saying you're
Yeah.
above us? Is that what you're saying? Or are you?
No.
Oh,
No, that's not-
Okay, there's the ego.
Could be
Wow.
cool.
There's the Tyson.
Steven, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay. Everyone, I am Steven, Deviant Devil. I play Aiden, and oh geez, this is such a
You play
great
Aiden?
group of people. Yeah, I
You play Aiden?
Did I play Aiden? Did I say Aiden?
You said Aiden.
You said
Oh, no.
Aiden.
I think Aiden's on your mind after that.
I play Kaizen. Oh geez.
Past life is
That would
coming
be
out of the
exist.
crack.
He's never gonna leave me. Help me. Okay. Sinan, starting with you. I remember back in the day when I was just watching in the audience. You were one of the very first people who actually caught my attention in such a strong way because I have the theatrical background, and just the improv and the way that you pick a cue up and just play off of it and stay in character has been phenomenal to watch. All your characters are so dynamic and really, really they're well-rounded. Even that creep in the vampire game we were playing, that you were so creepy and horrible, but that character was so wonderful. It's just like
Star
straight up.
Child.
Star
Dude,
child, yes.
I will never, like, that was a fake character in a game I was playing that still made my skin crawl, and for that, I congratulate you. Strat, kind of the same thing. I watched you, I got really nervous when I was gonna go on to Zephyr, because I was safe in Rulo, and then all of a sudden I had to be on these season finales, and you as the captain, it was obviously going to be a big part, and I didn't know how well I was gonna be able to interact with you, and conversation, and then straight up, like, it was so easy to talk and play that character and bounce it off of you. And this new character is just, he's adorable and dynamic as well. Like, you just blow me away with the things that come off of your head. How you do it. I pick the fruit from the random tree frequently, but you are in a whole different forest. I don't even know what's up. I love it. Shannon, I mean, you're my best damn friend forever and ever and ever.
Hi.
Longer than I can remember almost at this point, because I'm getting old and the memory's slipping. I mean, let's be real. But
Bitch, we were like in our early 20s. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, I mean, like, I'm 22 now. That's difficult, Shannon.
I know, it's hard. It's a hard time.
I'm
But really-
700.
You have always been there with me and for me, and it has been such a fun roller coaster going through all of this. And I never, ever in my wildest dreams would have thought that we would be nerding out digitally on computers together, but I'm here for it. This whole thing just reminds me of back in the day on the stage, and I adore that, and I adore you, and I just look to so many more decades of glorious life together. I just love you. Anna. Thanks. Anna, I freaking love spilling the tea with you because I just love your unbridled, unfiltered. You just say it like it is, no matter what you're thinking or how you're feeling. You are the most honest person, and that is so hard to find in today's age of someone who just doesn't want to put masks on and just breaks through all of that and was like, look, this is how it is, and I love that more than anything. That is why it was so easy for me to connect with you the first time as well, because it was easy. It wasn't like, okay, I'm trying to meet a fake person here and adapt with how they want the world to perceive them. It was just like, hi, I'm Anna, and this is who I am, and I'm like, I'm here for it. So love you for that.
Oh.
Rob, you are one of the most thoughtful, sweetest people I have ever met in my life. It is almost painful because it's so, so awesome. Anytime ever that you are here or around and somebody needs you, you are there. Your characters, sometimes they're assholes, but I still love them. It's okay. But honestly, I'm just loving the Irish. I've got a fondness for it. I had no idea you could bust that out so well. And then you put that ooze and goo that you got that you love on everybody with. Ew.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Never again. I'm
You
never
like his
repeating
goo?
it.
You put that ooze and goo.
I do.
That's a weird
Please
way to
ooze
phrase
on me
that.
more with all of that wonderful love.
But that's not.
I just make a note. I just want to make a note that Rob chose an Irish accent because I can't do one. That's the
not
explicit reason
why.
why he chose it.
I
That's
honestly thought
fair.
it was Scottish, but
It flips
It's
around.
kind of a hybrid, but
It's,
it's fabulous.
Irish.
I agree with
sometimes
a lot of
it's
that.
Lucky Charms, sometimes it's Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
I'm
I have to
going
say-
for speed over accuracy.
Sinan, I am going to defend his
good.
statement about being captain because at the time, you were still making your way back to the ship. He was interim captain right at that
was
moment
acting
when
captain.
he was acting captain.
Yes.
Not real captain.
Yes.
And
captain.
speaking,
I'm not an actual captain, but the captain, how I had to relate to him. Yeah.
so speaking of captains, Sinan, you're up.
Oh, and Tyson, I love you too.
Oh,
It's fine
thanks.
to cut
Yeah,
yourself
that's
off.
good. Thanks. Just
Wow.
Sinan, your turn.
I mean, you didn't have to, specify the whole captain thing. I was offended or something about it. I don't care.
Yeah, you didn't look offended at all.
No, it's nothing. Yeah. But yeah, hello everyone. I'm Sinan playing. I'm playing Patch, but also the one who's the reason we're going late. So send all the hate to me, not the rest of them. There, everyone else is like super responsible and amazing. I can say it's cultural or something and like make everyone roll their eyes and get annoyed at me, but I won't do it. But I just did. Haha, checkmate. I guess I'll go the other way now to shift things up, even though that has been done before. Let's see who is below me. Steven! Oh my god, Steven. Role-playing with you is always a blast. We started doing it in Vampire and where that crazy character was. Your characters are always such a blast to play with and are very interesting. I love how your things you say as your improv is so poignant. It's so like in character, but like sorry, I was also in Russian, and this is really hot here, so I'm like having difficulty choosing words. You're very specific in the way you talk in a way I could never even hope to do, but I would really wish to do. Like I throw 50 words, hoping 2 of them combining will be something profound while I'm improving. You just statement, and everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Jamming for you, I was like, God damn it, I can't keep up. Any character I send you, you just like destroy with your words or
Absolutely.
make me, the GM, laugh, and now I broke character the 15th time. So long story short, playing with you is always amazing. You're an amazing person. You're an amazing castmate. Love you, man. You're amazing. Let's go. Next person, Rob. I said I would not trust you after that last game, and now I love you as a character. God damn it! Shit! Fuck! Okay, but regardless,
I know
you
these
also are
games must be
amazing.
hard to navigate. I understand.
You are also amazing. Let's fix that whole thing of not spending time enough. Get in it. We can fix that. Let's just grab beers through Discord later. But besides that, like all your characters are also so fucking thought out. I mean, that was the reason why I had such difficulty last game, and why that caused me so much turmoil, because you're that good. God damn it! It's besides all the other things, just playing with you is amazing. You're just sorry. I'm very out of breath right now. You're the best.
Don't get lightheaded. You're good.
Don't pass out on our
Okay.
account.
Ever since I started playing with you, I've been amazed and a little disturbed, but mainly amazed. You're amazing.
Appropriate.
Let's play more games and spend more time. Let's see. Next person. Anna. What? Are
You're
you saying
muted. She said she wants you to breathe before you say anything. She was muted, but she wants you to like breathe.
What's breathing? I don't know
What's
what you're talking about.
breathing?
Whatever.
Oh, fair enough. Keep going.
Anna,
Sanan has a quirk in this
what
game.
else? I mean,
In this game.
I am amazed on how like like how you can start a character like how do I word this, like ever since even Monster Hearts, like I hated her, and then suddenly, god damn it, after like such a time, I'm like, that character though, it's so annoying. Now I'm started that way too. Like, you don't let me collect spit. Who does that? Like, who? And I'm sure, like,
People.
towards the like, not even the middle, a little before the middle, you'll become also one of my favorites. Everyone will be my favorites, but you will also be my favorites. And I did not think that would be the case. Like, yeah, everyone's my favorites. I have a weird hierarchy system when I like ranking everyone. It's weird. It's okay. It's fine. You will be my favorite. And like, and every time it surprises me. You're also an amazing friend, and I'm so glad and happy that I get to play in another game with you. You're the best.
I can keep Tiara like a huge bitch and not give her a character arc if that'll help you.
No, please
Don't do
that.
the
Just,
pull the rug out.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, just let me collect spits, because that's how I heal people. Let's go. Shannon, I don't think I would be doing this right now. Like, I wouldn't be continuing TTRPG streaming. Like, I would have stopped like a blab like a year or a little bit more ago if it weren't for you and Ty. You've been like there ever since I started this weird journey. You've been an amazing friend. You've been an amazing person to play games with. I was kind of annoyed that you were in Rulo because I didn't get to have you as a castmate because you like not only great to play off with, you always also make me laugh and secretly break character and like, and also again a great friend. Always know what's like needed in the scene. Always know like what can like help the best. You just amazing. I also love all your characters, and yeah, just please let's keep playing games with everyone here. But like, yes, you too. I mean, everyone. Damn it. I'm afterward. Breathe, Sanan. Let's take Anna's advice. Now it's more harder now. Strat. How do you come up with these characters, man? Oh my god! And how are they like all very like different and like insanity-inducing, but in the best way? Like I probably it might have looked like I like hated you in the last game, but no, I loved your character. I was just so threatened as a character that I was like, oh god, what is he gonna come up with? Like the first game, you got me drunk and made me sign up my life rights away. Like, who does that? You! That's who! Damn! Who's that? I'm like now looking at Discord. I don't know who.
I think he's pointing at me,
pointing
but
at.
you know.
Oh, I'll get to them. Long story short, every game I play with you, be that the janitor from Futurama to like a goblin, a like noble goblin that just gets people drunk and makes them sign contracts that they don't need to. Everything like you screw me over, but while you're screwing me over, I'm like, this is just like I've peaked right now. This is like
this is
as
fine.
good as my life will be because this moment is just like so perfect. Playing with you is always a massive blast. And Ty.
It's Strat's turn now.
I will speak
Strat's
over
turn
you.
now.
I'll speak over you unless you say you'll mute me and not actually mute me, but make me actually think you muted me like you did that months ago in
You'll
2
never
games
forget
ago.
that. Forgive me for that.
So I'll speak over you until I praise the shit out of you. God damn it! You're a genius. This game is a genius. This game is fucking fantastic. Don't do that. I think I'm not gonna look at you now. Not only have you created this amazing game that like is always such fun to play, but you're again also an amazing person to work off with. Such a great friend. You're always very open, like to me. Suddenly send you like pages of things to work off of you because your game makes me want to do that. I normally don't do that. I sent you like pages while on set working on a project while people were like, Sinan, what was this line? What happened? Can you send us this script note on this scene 31B? And I'm like, yeah. So, and then I think Patchy should do this with the Crimson Mane. And I'm just wait a minute. This and that. Like, I don't do that. You make me do things I don't normally do. You crazy person. Also, like, you're also so nice to me that for like always letting me ask the same questions about how mechanics work because I'm too lazy or whatever, or me constantly being like, so wait, which one I roll? Or how does health and ping work again? By the way, now that I said that, actually, how does health and ping work? Because I haven't healed my character for a while, and it's actually freaking me out.
It'll be soon enough.
I need to remember how that works, but I wasn't able to look at the book. But we'll talk about that later. You're amazing. Oh God,
well, thank you. All right, Strat.
Yeah.
Last but not least, actually, Shan's still gotta go. Strat, you're up next. Sorry.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Stratfall, and seeing Ty's little games here, I think I'm going to start with him. Ty, hard work. If that word could exemplify like a single person, I think that would be you. I wish that for all of the wonderful comments that everybody else is saying about the creativity or what comes into my mind, all of that even got to measure like 1% of the work that you've been putting not only on the book but on the stream, on week after week, month after month, in what is already years of content that just about everybody should be watching with such interest. So thank you so much, because without you, not a single thing about all of this will be even here at this moment. Following with Sinan. Sinan, you are a professional actor, and nothing sees or shows to me that the quality, the experience, and the training that happens, that forms an actor, just like playing in each week. It's simply like, I wish that I really could spend like minutes after minutes saying, even if it doesn't seem like I'm saying anything, I mean, just having my brain running around at such a speed and still be able to move the scene forward. I wish I could do that instead of having to wait those seconds of silence and then remember what I want to do. So it's really, really easy to see that how you are at whatever sort of like education or formation you might have, you really show the signs of a professional actor. Steven, it's been a short time we've been able to play together, but from this and from the rule campaign, I can really say that poise is something that I really see in your characters. If there's somebody that is unshakable in their character, that will be you. I can certainly make others people laugh and break character. I can certainly just step in and say something crazy, which may or may not belong to the character at the moment. But I really feel like you are never really stepping out of character at the moment of a scene happening, and that's really an ability or an characteristic that I would like to have as well. Rob, meanwhile, I would say that control is a really strong word uh, for your characters, whatever they may be. They always, whatever they you may feel that, but you really are. You always feel like you have a purpose, like you have an idea at the moment. At every step, your characters make, you have a purpose, and that's something that it makes me really want to see what he's going to do. Always makes me want to wonder, not out of what he's going to do because he can do just about everything like any of my other characters, but he's clearly going for something, and that's making me curious as to what he's aiming to do. Anna, in the same manner, we haven't played a lot for a lot of time, but regardless, during this time and on the rule campaign, I think that feelings are a good word for you. The feelings that all your characters are able to project and eject on not just your character, but able to affect the others. From the small little gnome-ish character from Rulo that was annoyingly scary for a time, but it made me really realize, well, there hasn't really been a character that makes me feel that, like, makes me annoyed, not because it's being played wrong or it's played in an unusual manner, but simply because that's how she is, and that's the sort of feelings that actually reach over to me. And Kiara is certainly a completely different sort of character that shows a different set of feelings, and I think it's really well done the way you did it. And Shannon, I'll say that from everybody else, if there's anybody that I always wonder, who can I bounce this scene with? Who can just follow along or create a completely unusual circumstance that I never really even had in mind? That would be you. You are perfect for improvisation, for simply going along, for simply going yes and I think that's a really perfect ability for you.
All right. Then now it's Shannon's turn.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'll just flip it around and go the regular way. So I'm going to go with Strat first. Strat, I am constantly, and I don't know why, this is a fault of mine, constantly surprised by the brilliance that comes out of your mouth sometimes. It's so funny and on point, and like I never expect you to say half of the things that you say, and then you just say it, and it doesn't feel like you have to take 1 or 2 seconds or whatever to think about what you were going to say. You're so quick and you're so on it, and even if that's not true, you come across that way, so that's brilliant. I always enjoy playing games with you, and scenes where we can bounce back and forth is just always so much fun, because it always leads to just ridiculous silliness that I think of hours later and laugh about. I'll just go down on the thing there. Sinan, I adore playing games with you. I remember watching you play, watching when you were in Kine, and thinking, because I loved, that was when Olfang was still like alive, you know? And I remember going, oh my God, I love this guy. He's playing like the goodest doggy. And that was like my first introduction. And I was so excited that you joined on Silver Shield and we got to play together. And I hate being in any game that you're not in anymore. Like, you've got to be around in every TTRPG I play. So, yeah. Steven, I freaking love you. Everyone knows we're BFFs forever, and I love you like a brother. And I love playing with you. I love knowing that whatever I do, And I love that back and forth in our life this has happened where no matter what, I'm like, hey, Steven, do you wanna? And you're like, fuck yeah, I do. You know, and then you always bring it, and I never have to worry about it. I can always just be like, hey, let's do the thing, and you're on board, and you're ready, and you're good at it, because you're just good at everything you try, which is mildly annoying, but I also love you for it. And then me, the Anna, we are very similar people. I think you are one of the bravest people I know. I know that you deal with some shit, like we all do, but you are positive, you are kind, you are the only person that has ever said like the exact right thing to me at the time that I needed it when I was an emotionally like crazy person, because I don't even know what that right thing is. And you were right there. And I adore playing games with you. I enjoy bouncing off you. I'm so glad that you exist and that you're my friend. And thank you for just being around. And Rob, I love to hate your characters. I love to love your characters. I enjoy and hate what you put other characters through. I think, you know, you're fantastic in all the things that you do. But underneath all of that, you have like an amazing heart, and you really are an amazing guy, and you're funny, and you're a super giant, like, perfect example of my favorite kind of nerd. You've read all the books, you know all this shit, you can explain all the things, like you've got pictures memorized. I feel like if I was like, what page is XYZ on? You're like, oh, third paragraph, fifth page, you know, sixth this edition, you know, like I feel like you're that guy, which is a compliment. And I do not have that kind of like self-control to actually like read things. I'm like, I'm gonna read a thing, and then I ADHD away. So I admire you for that. That hits everybody except for my wonderful husband, who makes this all possible every day, who works his ass off, who like gets up and does like all of the things. He just wants to make everyone's experience awesome. He literally wants to make every single person feel special that plays his games. And I think so many of us need that I feel like at this point you were performing a public service and doing what you do. So I love you, and I'm just grateful. I love all of you guys, and I couldn't think of a better group of people to play games with and make believe. So thank you all.
Here. I guess I better do mine too, and then we'll get into this game. Thank you all for sitting around and watching us just talk about each other. Once in a while, this is an important thing to do, you know? Make sure everybody realizes how much you care. I'm going to start off with my lovely wife just because I might as well get her out of the way first. Jeez.
Wow. That's so complicated. I might as well get her out of the way.
I literally couldn't do this without you. I would not have had the courage to continue a lot of these projects without your eternal support, without bouncing ideas off of you when I was like stumped or thinking things were stupid or, you know, needing that little bit of extra help. You allowed me to get through some serious hurdles, and you've made me want to be the best I can be in what I'm attempting to do at all times, which is why I try so goddamn hard with all of this stuff too. I'll move on from there. We're gonna go over to Strat. Dude, we've played games together now for almost 3 years, and I have always been humbled by how clever and how fast and how witty you are and how funny you are. And every one of your characters has always been so much fun to me. Even when we were playing those evil assholes in Kaizen way back when we were part of the Chrism and you were a serpent man, you have always had very interesting characters. You've always been a person who has been very outgoing and outspoken about the communities. You're quite commonly one of the only people in a lot of the older shows that at the end of it you would come forward and you would say, hey, check us out for these reasons, we appreciate you, we love the, you know, you saying those things as well to the audience, being very aware of other people. You often sit back and let people talk when you probably have something that could contribute or bring it forward, because you don't want to speak over people, things like that. It's very appreciated. You are an amazing guy, and I am always grateful to have you at my game tables. So, moving on, Sanan, you are one of the most compassionate people I know, and passionate people I know, when it comes to your ideologies, when it comes to the way that you see the world, when it comes to the way that you want things to be and way things to go. When you're creating your characters, you sink a lot of that into them as well. And you always try to trick people, or you always try to make things a little more dark and scary, but underneath, we can tell that you're a good person, even still. So I greatly appreciate that about you. I am blessed to call you a friend, and I hope to continue that for a very long time.
Oh, I'm a war criminal. War criminal.
And Stephen, you have been a rock for both me and Shannon. Shannon more often, obviously. And I have always loved when we got to do more things together. There were times in our life in the past where you and I didn't have a whole lot going on or playing things or whatever. And the fact that you decided to come on board and do this with us was very surprising to me and very important to me. It was awesome. And I love that you're here. I love that I get to witness your characters, to drive you down these trails, to go on these weird mental directions as you start to create them and just see what turns out from it. It's wonderful. So I very much heart you and thank you for being here. Rob, lots of people have said it already, but you are such a fucking charmer. You are a very kind-hearted individual. You're always trying to think of other people. You're always trying to speak in a way that lets them feel heard and that lets them feel appreciated. And that is a very difficult character trait to continue all the time because it can be really exhausting. So you have a special gift there, and I love all your characters. So, thank you for being my friend as well. And
all of them, just to be,
I mean, I love certain aspects of all of them, not necessarily love all of them. And Anna, so over to you. You happen to be someone who struggles with some things at times, and I get that. And you come through them still, and you show up when it's something that's probably very hard for you. And you deal with a lot of stresses, and so we have some similar responses to things sometimes, so I can understand how difficult that can be. And you still come with a smile on your face, and you still come with interesting ideas for characters, and you are there if someone reaches out to you. Even when you maybe have the weight of the world sitting on your shoulders, you're still willing to take a little bit more, maybe when you shouldn't, but a little bit more, and try to help people out. So love you too. And all right, everybody, we've wasted enough time here, although I wouldn't call that a waste.
Enough of this mushy shit.
Enough of this mushy shit. Let's get back to the killing.
Back to the drama.
Let's see what happens in the drama of the game. So last time on Dreams of Silver and Stone, the Vincere attacked. Kiara had left after having this weird vision related to Kaizen's crack, and had wandered off in the night. After which, came to find out that Melody happened to be the insider agent for the Vincere because of some negative aspects, some problems that had occurred in her past, her mother's death, and blaming it on the Empire. She fell in with a bad crowd. She didn't know. But it did turn into a bit of a serious event, as many of our allies here are very injured now, and some of the villagers have been damaged pretty seriously. They have caught a couple of Vincere, one pinned to the ceiling that was never able to escape, no matter how many rolls I made, and another one that had been knocked out by Six Toes and Bo's father across the other side of town. The first scene we're going to be moving into is Kiara walking away in the distance as night has just begun before the attack occurs. We'll find out where you went, and we'll find out what you do from there to see when you arrive again. So, quickly packing your things, you finish up your letter, you steal away into the night. Walking through the dark with much on your mind, you play through the events of the most recent revelation to you, over and over. Don't trust the Painted Lion. What are you currently thinking as you're walking away? The ground squishing softly under your feet, a light rain beginning to pour around you.
It is definitely the sheer panic of knowing, unless I steal Empire ships and learn how to pilot one real fucking quick, I cannot get back to Avalon and check in on Aurora.
That is
Because
true.
the fact someone over the radio knew exactly where our like meetup spot was. Screams maybe assassination attempt since she is rather wealthy. So it's a lot of, she left in a panic. It's a lot of panic, and it's a lot of that kind of like almost trapped animal kind of like, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna like lash out at things and kind of just like frantically pacing, and like I need to get up and move and do something, because if I'm sitting there I am definitely not helping. So it's a lot of that.
So hurrying, getting that nervous energy out, trying to figure out what it is that you can do. And you just keep moving quickly, trying to come up with an idea. How can you escape the world? How can you get back to her? How can you find out if she's safe? As the rain begins to increase while you're walking, your senses are on alert to the sounds of any creatures that might be stalking in the dark. The sound of water bouncing off the large mushroom caps and leaves nearby, the splash and slick of your feet having the hungry soil pulling at your shoes. The walk continues uncomfortably for quite some time. It's a matter of time until the sun rises. As the light of day slowly begins to ascend, the rain continuing unabated, off in the distance you begin to hear the sounds of a waking city, as you have traveled all night long to the town of Greydock. Greydock, of course, is a small port and can provide you passage back to Fort Mesa, the only spaceport, the only void port that exists anywhere nearby that you're aware of. As you are coming up on the village, you look around a little bit. You can see the cobbled stone streets, some empire squat structures inside of there made of stone and carved wood and things like that, that really kind of indicate something more than what most of the Skixen villages are capable of. Most of them being mud and thatch and the occasional wood and dry mushroom stock and varieties of local things that wouldn't take so long to carve and to create and to mold in place. Greydock itself has been here for some time. It actually existed as a small fishing village way before the war ended and became a military outpost at one point, before just becoming a small city later. However, right now you see multiple military carriages and forces surrounding someone at the edge of the village, a young Skixen. You see them roughly grab him, handcuff him, and begin pushing him aboard the military carriage, and as his head ducks, you see the face of Six Toes, the young Skixen from Stuckfoot. What do you do at the moment, Kiara?
I'm gonna make a distraction to save him. That's what I'm gonna do.
Now there are 3 military carriages there, and there are 18 soldiers there.
I love a challenge. It's fine. Okay. What is the tire situation like on these carriages? If I were to perhaps use getting flashy to hit each one of the carriage's tires once, could I be able to interrupt their ability to move?
These are military carriages with a series of treads on them, not tires.
Damn it.
Made to move through the swamps.
Okay. Better question. Can I see the control panel of these, like, or the main, like, whatever is using to control these? I don't know what they would be, if it's an animal drawn cart, if it's, you know, more technological. Can I see what is ever?
They are machinery. Yeah. They're automated carriages. So they are made using a variety of different engines, basically steam powered. And you see that they have solid siding. They've got military soldiers usually carried within. Think of it like an APC, but, you know, steampunky.
And I sit and wait until I can see the control panel of the specific one that Six Toes is in, and use getting flashy to disable it.
Certainly, you can attempt to do so. So, as you're sitting there, give me an aware roll.
Sure.
Pack that shit like an automated Tesla.
You hear obviously, the loud sound, the rumble of the engines. You can see some villagers kind of milling about on the outside as you're sitting inside of this brush, the water kind of dripping down on your shoulders and your hood, the sound of it kind of blocking out a lot that's happening in the distance. But you do pick up a small amount of conversation happening up there. You hear, "A very serious offense. It is good you have turned yourself in. Your sentencing can be adjusted based on your cooperation. We, of course, will need to further discuss details of the circumstances surrounding the event at Stuckfoot, as well as what you know about the organization and that kind of drifts off from there.
Sorry, can you speak up? I'm not actually saying that. I really want to be clear about that.
All right. A military officer kind of pushes the young Hicks inside before climbing in with him. Another soldier moves up to the front, opens the door. At that moment, you can see the control panel within the interior. Now, if you are caught firing, you may have to make a mad dash to escape here.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine.
Okay. It's using Getting Flashy,
Yeah, I am.
if you will. Give me an attack roll with your weapon. You have to get higher than an 18 to actually disable the device with one shot. You can cause damage lower than that. That is a 12. That is not high
No,
enough.
it's not.
There's an ace. Oh, 23. Gunshot
Let's go.
goes off.
Yara does cool shit only when she's alone.
Bullet flies in through the window, smashes into the control panel. Steam sprays out from it. You see the engine start to shudder a bit, and the device starts to come down. All of the soldiers go low, grab firearms, and turn to try to find the position
That's fine.
that you might have been hiding in. Can you give me an agile roll to hide?
Yeah.
That is a
Oof,
13.
not great.
There are 18 soldiers over here, so I'm going to roll.
Could I argue? I'm
Sure,
gonna
we'll get a
blow
bonus
every
for being in
possible reroll I
foliage,
can
right?
do right now. Could I argue this is probably not the first time I've been in this amount of deep shit, so endurance would kick in here.
I'll give you an endurance roll on that. Go for it.
Cool.
Also, would she get some kind of bonus? Because this is a literal swamp and there's a lot of obscuring foliage
Yes,
here.
I will give you a +4 for positioning. So that puts you at an 18. Are you okay with an 18?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to make some rolls.
Yeah.
Why did he say it like that? Are you okay with an
Yeah.
18? Like 18's not just two
Have
away
you-
from 20?
You good?
Have you made
I love
your
all of
peace
it.
with 18?
There's some 20s in there. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
So at this point, with your current roll, you will
Yeah.
be seen by three of these agents.
Their little exclamation point go ding.
No pink.
Is
Yeah.
they like slowly filling up as it's making the decision?
I mean, yeah, honestly, 3 isn't that bad. Like, I can take 3 of them. I will, 3's fine. They'll tell their friends, but it's okay.
I was gonna say, what if they tell the other 20 or whatever?
They're fine.
So
that doesn't happen.
at this point, the soldiers.
Thank you for the subscription, not too shabby.
Thank you very much.
Happy thank you.
oh.
The soldiers happen to call out Vincere very loudly and turn and begin firing at random into the
okay.
woods. 3 of them or a few of them point over towards you, and now you have a whole bunch of gunshots
tactics.
flying in your direction. Bang,
Cool.
bang, 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 bang.
I'm gonna embrace the 5Ds of dodgeball at this point.
All right. Well, I got to see how many of these are going to come near you. 3 people know exactly where you're at, so those 3 are obviously going to fire at you. Multiple other ones are only aware of your local vicinity as where the gunshot kind of rang out from. Most of them didn't see the muzzle flare, things like that. So give me a high or low. The further away you are from my roll, the more of these will be firing at you, and you will have to attempt to dodge.
Say hi.
Okay. There will be 6 of them firing on you.
Well, that's okay. I'm fine. I can take
6
6
shots come at
gunshots.
you. You have to beat a 22, a 19, a 15, an 8, a 17, and a 15. So we're gonna have you start these rolls. First one is a 22. You get to start off
Do
with
you
your first
guys-
defense roll.
Remember when I made that really funny joke about Ty having to make me new character art? Remember when I made that really funny joke that happened?
So funny.
Awesome.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, quick. Oh wait, never mind. You're a 2Z. You can't parry anything. Never mind.
Nope.
But I can't use nope and just dodge farther away into the brush.
True.
Will your rabbit hiding help us? help you?
Oh, yeah,
No,
my-
she's
my-
not currently I mean,
Probably not.
for them to tell that you're
I'm not
disguised
trying to
as
pretend
not
I'm
a
an elf.
as
I'm
not
just
an elf.
here.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
first things first.
I will use nope to
Okay.
get into the brush more.
Spend that overload and roll for your first
Yeah.
defense using nope. You'll have +2 to distance to move away, and that's that. You may attempt, if you would like after this, if you're still alive, to run as fast as possible in a different direction.
If you're still
That's a-
alive.
15
That's a 15
for the
so
first
I get
one.
hit.
You get hit by the first
Yeah.
shot. Roll for the second one. You have started to move away, so I will take that into consideration. Roll to avoid the second attack. However, you have to put a bub in the defense
Yeah, I
category
gotta
there.
click the little bubby bub.
And you're gonna get hit by the
14.
second one. Go ahead and roll for the third one. Put a
This
bub
is where I
again.
die. Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. Choices are: you did get an ace from Evian,
Oh,
so you
Okay.
can re-roll the
Oh, thanks,
previous
Austin.
one.
Okay.
I will say that you
So,
did keep
one with one bub.
I'll save you the nat 20, and we'll discuss what that is afterwards. But you do have the
Okay.
one with one bub, yes. So you can re-roll that.
Yay,
You avoided that
20.
attack.
30, 20. Thank you, Austin.
All right. With the nat 20, you have two choices. If you take your
Yes.
nope and immediately flee away, running as quickly as you can, I will not make you roll against the rest of these. Or you can take two of these attacks off, not just the one.
So my issue is now that I know that Six Toes went willingly or turned himself in, he's probably not going to want to come with me. So if I stick around and try and convince him to come back, that's going to take a lot more, unless I knock him out.
Yeah, but doing that while surrounded by soldiers who all know that you're there with military hardware,
Sounds like a great plan.
you
Sounds
might
like a
want
great
some
plan.
allies to
Pretty
do
sure it's
that
an
with, is what I'm
amazing plan.
saying.
I don't think that's correct. I feel like that sounds wrong. No, I'll take I will stick around, take two of them off, but I'm not going to go for Six Toes yet.
Okay, so that reduces those two. You have 2 shots left to avoid. You have been hit by 1, so go ahead and roll for the other 2. First one up, you
Is
are
that 3 bubs now?
3 bubs. Yep. This one you have to beat a 18.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
You got hit on that one.
Oh, wait. No, I can add +1s. I have so many of them.
Well, there you
Are those
go.
the birthday
Use those
plus
+1s.
I have 9 +1s, so I'm going to use 3 of them. Well,
There you go.
yeah, 3 of them.
That will put you at
Okay.
18. That succeeds against that one. The last one is a 14. So go ahead
4
and roll
bubs.
to avoid that one. That's gonna hit you. So you're gonna get hit by 2 of these shots.
That's okay. I think I can hopefully
Alright.
take 2.
Here we go. First shot is 9 points of
Right,
damage to
okay.
your right arm.
Okay,
Second
well, I'll get rid
shot
of the armor
is
first.
6 points of damage to your chest.
Oh, okay. I have no armor because I already got fucked in the armor department in the chest, so that's awkward.
So 9 to the right arm. That will put your arm at. You have taken a wound.
Yep.
And that
Uh-huh.
means your health goes down by 5 and by 6. That's 11 down. You're at 5 health.
Still
5
alive,
health
motherfucker.
and 1 wound. So 2 bullets come out. One of them just right into your arm. One hits you on the chest.
Ow.
You're now bleeding pretty profusely, but the bullet went straight through, like right across your shoulder, and you're now hurting quite badly. You don't know if sticking around's a great idea.
I want to. No, Anna, that's a horrible. Don't do that thought that you just had, Anna. Don't light everything on fire. That's not gonna help the situation. I do have a fire starter, but we saw how well that went last time. I should run.
I mean, surely
really
there must be
should.
gas in these automated vehicles, right?
I really should run. Like, I should. But I also don't want to. I don't have the desire. Can I... Because if I stay around and just try and watch them, all they're going to do is frantically fire some more, aren't they?
Yes, they will still be trying to find you and kill you. If you stick around, you will either have to find a really good hiding place or die.
Wow, these seem like great options. I guess I'm gonna leave.
Where's your faith that
'Cause
one player character can take on 18 guards? Jeez.
honestly,
I mean-
Just use chaos magic and I don't know, bury yourself in the ground or something.
what if I become the ground with chaos
butterflies.
magic?
One
How much
with
chaos
the
magic
dirt.
do I need to do to just become the ground?
Or
I
tree.
mean, permanently?
No, or just like for like half an hour.
2 applications of chaos. But you won't be able to see or breathe or know what's around you.
Okay, well then that's lame.
It would be dirt.
I'm
Dirt.
gonna do this.
Dirt.
I'm gonna do the
blades.
thing that I'm probably gonna regret, like I did last time. Can I use inconclusive insight?
Yes. So if you use that at this point in time, you recognize that Six Toes, even when you saw him before, was taking a lot of guilt with what had occurred. If he had not done what he did with Vincere, if he had not basically defaced Empire statuary and things like that, and potentially lost something that drew the Empire back to Stuckfoot, they wouldn't have come
Ace-
there, they wouldn't have died, there wouldn't have been an issue with that.
There's an ace for Kiara.
Kiara
Use
gains
that?
an ace,
Ooh,
just to have one.
Cherry.
just to have one for
Just to have one for
funsies.
funsies.
The
So the inconclusive part of the insight is you know that he came here to talk to these individuals. You believe he gave himself up for that reason. You don't know specifically what that means with the Empire, but you do. Part of that insight is that if he turned himself in, he's far safer than he would have been had he been caught.
Alright, I guess I'll leave. I don't want to get shot anymore. It sucks.
All right. So Kiara starts like noping out of there and running
Yeah.
as quickly as possible, holding that bleeding arm.
Doing some
kind of dealing with
parkour
the- yeah.
as much as you can with a bleeding arm.
Rushing away as quickly as you can. Give me an agile roll to see how able you are to
Sure.
shake off soldiers who are chasing after you. That is a critical failure.
So that
That's
ace
fair.
you
Kiara.
got.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use the base.
All right, ace.
That's
That is
better.
a
That's
17.
much better.
All right, so you begin moving away from the soldiers as quickly as you can. And my die is spinning over here, so I can't tell what the result is.
Well, that's rude. Did you tell it not to?
There it is. Okay. As Kiara rushes, we see like blood dripping across the leaves and things like that. You recognize that
They're gonna find me.
maybe there is a lot of heavy rain right now, and it's starting to wash away your trail,
Great
which
game.
will make it more difficult. If you wish to bandage yourself and stop temporarily, that'll help.
I don't have any bandages. I guess I could pull clothes off and do that.
Also, don't you
You
have a
wish.
hopper?
No,
No, Hopper was stolen.
I didn't
by
take
Six
Hopper.
Toes.
I went on foot.
Oh.
So
I also
I
thought
don't-
Hopper was with Kiara.
Yeah.
No, I didn't take him. I
Oh.
didn't
Both
touch him.
my and Clay's detective work was fully off. Cool.
that was taken by Six Toes.
Love it.
I guess I'll just rip like a portion of my cloak off to piddly bandage my wounds.
All right, go ahead and give me a brains roll to see how capable you are of keeping yourself from bleeding, and that'll potentially help. Not great. You stop the majority of the heavy flow, but don't get rid of all of it. And Kiara rushes into the distance, and we return to everybody inside of Stuckfoot. So, in Stuckfoot, the sounds of combat have ceased. Sounds of light rain, highlighting pools of blood spreading through the soft mud of the commons, the bright purple surrounding Periwinkle, fires around Melody's Inn. At the moment that we have stopped, Nova, you are carrying Melody. She is incredibly wounded. She is one failed roll away from dying. We have Patchy nearby. Felicia on the second floor of the building. Patchy, the soldier that you have captured, is still stuck inside the kitchen, but you put out the fires that are down inside of the, what do we call it? Like the sauna, the bathhouse. And over to the side, we've got Nohu outside after everything that he did. Did you attack through the window last? Was that where you were at, Nohu? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I was going for the other one that got into the opposite house,
Yes.
the one that made up that hallway or alley. But somebody else, I think it was Clay or Kaizen, who got there first and dealt with that one.
It was Clay, yes. Kaizen's off to the side. He'd been fighting some long distance fights and taking it quite a bit. So you're standing next to Clay and Nova at the moment. Kaizen, you're off to the side where you can see Periwinkle in the brush, near the garden, if you want to call it that. She puts her hand down, and you see a splash of purple blood as she falls over into the forest. You can see Six's father off to the side, like tying up one of the Vincere agents right out in front of Apache's house. So first things first, what do we see Nova doing?
Crying. And
Crying.
asking, yeah, and trying to get, I guess, running over to Patchy and begging him to fix her.
What? I'm trying to make this one pass out, hitting it in the head so it gets knocked out, but it's stubborn.
Sure, being knocked out is fine, except for she's literally dying.
You look over and you see
Melody!
Melody. Melody's got 2 gunshot wounds. Even the healing that you had done earlier is, at this point, not resolving her issue. She was also partially burned in the explosion. There's fragments of...
Shit. Okay, wait, spit in this vial again. Okay, grab the stick. Yeah, keep hitting in this one in the head until it's get knocked out. I'm taking care of Melody.
Roll strong for me, Nova.
I am not strong.
All right, I need you to keep rolling strong until you get higher than a 15. Or a 15, right, rather. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, it could not be the worst ever die.
6.
How many rolls until the stick just breaks instead?
It's a pretty stout stick she's using. 7,
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
You're one
I
shy.
think I have a +1. I
Give
think
a
I have
plus
a
one.
+1.
All right,
do.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like Shaun of the Dead,
Like
and
3
playing
minutes.
to the Queen music. She just whack, 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 whack over this guy's. He just and eventually you hear a and he just lolls over. You don't know if he's dead or unconscious.
I just throw the stick and turn around.
So while
This
Nova is
during
mercilessly
all of the
beating
video
this
games.
this stuck Skixon,
He told me to.
what are you attempting to do here, Apache?
Sorry, my fucking internet went that way and everything got stuck for a moment. that got knocked out.
She
Okay, now
she
I'm
was able
healing
to.
Melody. I'm giving her my special potiony stuff that I got with the elf DNA. It's supposed to make her all sturdy like elves usually.
So you're trying to
I think
use.
took like 8 times to knock this person out. We're not that sturdy. I'm just saying.
Do I recognize that Vincere?
No, it's a new recruit.
What?
New recruit. So no.
Well, that's one of the idiot Vincers. It's okay. Well, whatever. You gave that one a good life lesson. Now let me take care of Melody. Don't be an idiot. That's a good lesson.
So make it
Don't
a
work with the idiot ones.
Patchy. If you'll make an aware roll for me first, so you can determine what you need to do to try to stop Melody from passing on here. That is a 2.
Yeah, no, I'm not letting the town. First of all, wisdom. It will be wise to get her to live so that I can lord over her the fact that she did a really, really bad decision by joining those Vincere. And
Lording.
it will be very wise for me through that to teach the better ways of the Vincere, and that not all of them are like bad. I need her in my sight to teach this village all a better idea of things because everyone listens to her. So we wise
That's a better argument.
to get her to live, to get her in our side.
All right.
Yes.
The second part of that was not so much of a swing and a miss. So I'll let you re-roll. Go ahead and give me an aware. That's a 13.
God damn it! What the is enough?
Better.
13 is enough to determine how severe her injuries are, but not to help your process.
Would 14 be useful?
14 will get you there.
Well, I had a +1 from last game that I did not use, which I will be using now.
Excellent. All right. So with the 14, you look over her injuries. She has one of the veins around her heart is severed and is leaking blood into her interior very rapidly. She has very small time left to live. You will need to find a way to stop her blood flow, to re-secure that, and then heal her. You can't just do it with candies right now. You'll need something stronger than that.
So, like what? Chocolate bars?
You can either use medical supplies and try to surgery her, you use some sort of surgical procedure, or you can dip into chaos and hope that works.
Okay, do I have a medical kit? I should have one. I was to be a medic. Did I leave that at home?
I mean, you might have left it at home. Nova has one.
All right, toss it here.
She throws you lightly a pack that just kind of lands almost at your feet.
Okay, yeah, now we're talking.
Patchy gets another +1.
All right, so what do I roll?
So at this point, you will be rolling brains to perform the necessary surgery to stop her from bleeding out. 10 won't do it. You need a 17 or higher.
Well, the ace.
You do have an ace. There goes an ace. LCB did give you a +1. Thank you, last copy, and that is a 20.
Oh my God! Look at that. Oh,
Patchy,
thank you
reach
LCB.
down
You're
into
best.
her chest, blood going everywhere. As you kind of work through this, you eventually clamp off some of the arteries. You reattach them as quickly as you can. Now she needs something that will keep her alive. So you have stopped her main problem. What do you attempt to do to heal her?
Okay, now let's see. What do I? Now will a candy work?
A candy will bring her to 5 wounds, which won't allow her. She won't die anymore. She'll just be
Wait, no.
seriously injured.
What about lesser forms? Yeah.
You can try to heal with
Regular-
lesser forms.
What?
You can try to heal with lesser forms, but you will need to exchange something in return.
Exchange something in return? Like what? I thought I would just be creating a spell, which was my weird alchemist powder stuff.
You are, but your alchemist pack is almost empty, I believe.
Oh my God! Damn it! Wait, shit. Wait, I thought I had like 2 more charges left.
2 charges of what? You happen to have a variety of things in there that will keep someone alive. At this point in time, I'm going to have to state, from a GM perspective, that you don't have the necessary ingredients required to do the exchange directly and use lesser forms. You would have to actually just take something from the environment and transform that into the spell.
Do I have time?
You do. You have bought her some time by repairing her heart.
Cool. Okay, no, just keep putting pressure on this and like yell at her so she keeps. Stay alive! I'm gonna do myself. Remind her that the dumb life decisions she made that led her here.
Your life decisions are bad.
I can hear her from
I'm
the
gonna try to
other
find
room.
Where are you
Is
gonna
there
find
a
stuff?
magical elf here? It's purple.
What? Elf hair? Okay, yeah, I'll get hair. But I'll just keep that there.
You're going to need a 6-inch patch square of hair if you're going to do it with hair.
You know, there's a bunch of dead
That's
Skixen outside. You know, you could do a blood transfusion.
There's no who's standing up to the side. Just
Skixen hair wouldn't work. Skixen hair, it would be elf hair, the DNA, right? Am I right in saying this?
I mean, the elf would work, yes. Skixen, they're already dead. It's dead material you'd be transferring
But I
into your
thought
body.
Skixen DNA didn't really work well with this thing because they were like,
Yeah,
we're
it does
fragile.
not. It does
Yeah,
not work well.
okay, I'm gonna try to find better things in this fucking bar. Got it?
You need some sort of living object. You look around real quick. Give me an aware roll.
Oh my God!
The only things you see that are living nearby are potatoes, carrots, and turnips that are inside of a bin. You've got some flowers, some of her favorite flowers created by Periwinkle outside, and you hear the meow of your cat walking down the stairs.
No who's nearby.
No who's outside.
Dang it.
Wait. Do the kobolds have like have like regenerative properties?
Lezrin do, not Kajkin.
Okay. Would the potatoes really work?
Possibly.
No, in this game, there's a lot of things
Potato
to do
clock.
with the potato.
You know what? I'm gonna try to have to make it work. I'm gonna grab all the food stock that she has and grind them up.
All right, so
this-
you grab a hold of the food as quickly as you can. You mush it into a paste. You create some alchemical runes across the outside of it. You add a couple of little drops of your stuff into it that you need to, and you proceed to create this glowing mass in hand that you're going to try to heal her with. I need you to roll brains. If you roll too low, there will be side effects. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh my god, I can't roll that bad. That many
Don't
back to
jinx
back. Okay,
yourself
just knock
tonight.
on wood.
That would be your sixth
Knock on
roll
wood,
here.
there we
Let's
go.
go, Patchy. What'd you get? 13.
Would 14 get me there?
No, this needs a 16 to avoid side effects. A 13 is high enough to heal her, but not without side effects.
I mean, it's potatoes. How bad could side effects from potatoes be,
Yeah.
right?
I don't trust this guy. No, I don't trust him. Look at him smugly looking at the side. Don't. Yeah.
Maybe she'll be able to power up like a clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It works
I mean,
with GLaDOS.
if it's anything like me eating too many mashed potatoes at like a Thanksgiving meal, she'll just be really lethargic and
Yeah,
just
hilarious.
needed a lot and
She'll
just really
need
need a nap.
She'll be
Like,
fine.
That's
You
the
know
side
what?
effects I get from potatoes.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. You know what? If side effects, she get like I don't know, like a potato smell that's lingering or like a potato arm, she deserves it at this point.
All right, so
I mean,
as you
Lovely.
break the potato down into the sum of its parts, and then you convert them and change them using lesser forms, you bring your hand over top of Melody's chest. You see the flesh begin knitting together. The injuries start to fade away. Give me a heal, and we'll see how much health you give her back first.
Can we stop yelling at her now?
No, she was making me fill her with potatoes.
Lesser forms
This is not
will
fun
give
for
you.
me.
It'll be a D6 heal.
Stop
Plus
making him fill you with potatoes!
D6 plus your brains, so it'll be D6 plus 2.
Too bad I'm not just inside.
8. Nice. Maximum heal.
Healer.
So you reach down, and as you seal the wound, that is about 70% of Melody's health. So you see her wounds knitting shut, and as she kind of like turns and starts to breathe lightly again, her face begins to deform slightly. You see her skicks and maw start to flatten and start to become a little more orange. And you see her fur sticks to the side of her head and starts to grow outward slightly. As you see black feathers begin popping up off of her face. As she kind of twists and rolls, her belly starts to expand slightly and her feet grow in her shoes.
Potatoes were those!
Can I now get a little bit of Nova's DNA to like counteract it a little bit?
Give me a brains roll. Actually, give me an agile roll to see if you're fast enough to counteract this first. If you're going to help Nova, you can roll agile as well. 14 is not going to be fast enough, but Nova's trying to assist
And
you.
look everything.
Nope.
That's good for you. Yeah, what am I supposed to roll? Like a 20 every time? What is it? What is?
You're
fast
doing
enough? 50 will be
complicated
fast
things
enough.
here. So, you with Nova assisting you, you're calling out to her to give you things, to do things while you're trying to change them. As Melody continues to warp, you see her eyes start to grow a little bit bigger. And you will now roll brains to see if you can find a way to counteract this. This will be your last charge of your Alchemist Satchel.
You are like screwing me back to back. I would Okay, fine. Brains. Ay. 17. This
17.
must work out. Yeah.
All right, so you grab a little bit of Nova's hair and just kind of yank it out unceremoniously, and you begin to change that before looking over. Now, before you waste your final charge, now with that roll, you can determine that Melody's going to temporarily be a penguin. You can allow her to stay that way, or you can try to counteract that.
does potato equate to penguin in this situation?
Alchemy is all about
So-
transmutation. Alchemy is
I
about
think it's
changing
the
one
same-
thing into another. It doesn't have anything to do with the original form.
Humans and bananas
what
share
the
a lot
fuck?
of like DNA, so I guess penguins and potatoes must be the same thing.
Wait. So I can still prevent it.
You can attempt to prevent it, yes. At this point, you're aware of what's happening. You know that it will be temporary. Technically, it's harmless.
So penguins exist in ANS. Okay.
You know what?
Apparently.
Do I know it's temporary?
You do know it's temporary.
You're in penguin timeout.
Was that supposed to happen?
You see her
Now
like
go outside
change
and
and the
quack
little
a little.
her
It'll
arms
give
kind
you
of
some
move
life lessons.
down to flippers, and she kind of gets up and makes penguin noises at you. I don't know what they sound like, so I'm not going to attempt it.
And little squawks, little baby squawks. Yeah.
And she just kind of stares indignantly at you and makes that noise.
Yeah, you turned into an Arctic duck. There you go.
She's so cute.
Miss Goose, thank you very much.
And while all this craziness is happening, we're gonna go back
She looks so
outside
formal now.
to figure out what's going on. So Nova went running away from Nohu and Clay at the moment. Nohu, you did have the door open. I would say that allowed you to speak into it. You can see what they're doing inside. Kaizen off to the side, you see Periwinkle hit the ground. And again in the distance, you see Six Ears' father, or Six Toes' father, Bentir, leaning over a Skixen who's unconscious in front of them. So who acts first? Tell me who goes first here.
I loot the bodies.
You move over and start looting the Vincere. You climb in through the window to do so.
Yes.
One of them fell off the rooftop, so you can go to that one first.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what you find on them after the fact.
No worries.
So Clay begins to get
Yes.
busy looting bodies.
Priorities here, people.
Nohu, from your position, you can see inside the house, crazy stuff happening in there. You can see Kaizen off to the side and Periwinkle falling over. What are you doing?
I think I'll gather the bodies, both bodies and those unconscious or trapped in the center of the town, just to make sure that everything is accounted for. Get inside one of those other buildings, see if anybody else maybe needs medical aid, that sort of thing.
All right, so you move as Clay is dealing with his body. You move into the room with Melody and the gang. You're in there in time to grab a hold of the unconscious Skixen and drag him down, where he just kind of flumps onto the floor right at the same time as Melody's turning into an an Arctic duck, as Patchy Arctic duck, an Arctic duck. I speak English, I swear. As Nohu just drags the Skixen out through the main thoroughfare, the dining area, right out the front door, and starts piling them all kind of outside. You start walking through the city looking for any more of them. Give me a strong roll as you come across the one that had grown in size and is now twice its normal size, as it is quite heavy.
Ooh, all right. Strong one.
1. This thing seems like it ate way too many rocks for dinner, and you're having a hard time pulling it around. But as you twist and look over, you do see Periwinkle injured and bleeding into the flowers and the plants.
Hey, plant lady, you okay there?
She's laying there on her face in the rain right now, not moving.
If you bleed out, does that mean you're hurt? Do I see any
Kaizen,
sort of
do you want to
blood?
say anything at that point? So you see Nohu just dragging bodies places. What are you doing right now?
Yeah, I was collecting arrows, and then when I saw her go down, I will go to assist and assess her condition.
All right, so Kaizen moves over there as Nohu's calling out to her. Kaizen, give me an aware roll as you look to see what happened to her.
And we'll say, if I see Nohu also doing this, I will then also drag the looted bodies over to the center to
Gathering them all together.
I too am assisting.
Of
and
course.
helping.
Of course you are. Kaizen, with an 11, all you can tell is that she's taken multiple knife wounds. The Skixen that she had been fighting with, that her little flower plants that Nohu had provided her, were all cut to ribbons. She's quite seriously injured.
Okay, so I want to roll her over so she's not breathing mud and water,
Okay.
and see if she is breathing and if at all stable.
She is not
She's probably
breathing.
not.
She's not breathing, and she's bleeding pretty heavily.
Maybe she doesn't need to breathe.
Okay, this may
Photosynthesis. She's planned.
Exactly.
this may screw us over later, but I began to think about her condition and how beautiful she is and how I don't want this wonderful little oasis and her wonderful energy to leave the village, and I tear up and I cry a tear into her mouth.
Roll charming for me to attempt to get yourself to cry. I'm going to assume it's not very hard at this point with the amount of damage that has occurred here. But you can't bring
9.
yourself to cry in the rain right now without it being washed away.
I will. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Sorry.
Didn't mean to ace. All right, well, you can keep
Not
that.
doing it. I pull my hood over to try to like get the rain out of the way so I can collect a tear, and I attempt again.
I will give you one more choice. or
Shield
chance.
your eyes.
She's like, I got you, girl. Oh
No.
Lord, she's dead.
It's
The-
like reverse eye drops.
You can't do
Hang
it.
on.
At this point, you can't cause yourself to
Oh, it's
cry
the
a tear.
pollen.
You have a bit of shock, you think.
Maybe
mental
know who can make you cry
mental
with.
shock. Yes. Nohu, you see
Punch.
Kaizen over there, and you hear Nohu call out to her plant lead, "Are you okay?" But he's speaking, of course, in Kajkan. I don't remember if you speak Kajkan.
Don't believe so. Let me check.
No, it's the language of the Miocenis.
You're speaking Miocene, yeah.
Mios, yeah.
Mio.
Oh yeah, I do speak that.
All right. So you do hear
You speak
Nohu
Mio.
asking if she's okay. How do you react to him?
Do you know any sad stories? Anything absolutely horrible? It may be strange, but I really, really need to cry right now.
Like cry, or like fake cry?
I just need a tear to come out. You can be creative.
Okay, I stab him on the side, on the hip.
You
Twist
stab
my
him.
hand.
Stab him in the side. Give me a damage roll. Are you attempting to
Okay.
not like be full force here?
I'm trying to make him cry.
All right.
Whatever makes him cry.
Thank you
As
for
hard
the
as you
raid,
can.
Lords and ladies of fate.
Hey, lords and
Yes.
ladies of faith, thank you
Yeah.
very much. We
Welcome.
appreciate
That was
it.
fun to say.
That
One
was-
One of
12.
our party members asked to cry, and so the other one stabbed them.
The other
so
one
it's going great already.
Stabbed him to stop him from crying. Kaizen, you take 12 damage to your let's see which leg. That's gonna be your right leg. So he
I
shears.
better cry.
He's using a knife, so it doesn't hurt your armor. That
no,
just takes
it's my
4.
fingers.
Oh,
My
fingers,
PDO
yeah.
mili-
It just
my
claws.
like-
He just
You
claws
literally
in through your hip.
More of an aggressive tickle than a stab through the side, right?
Took my right leg off.
Not off, but it is seriously wounded as you are down to 0 health in that leg. I'll say you have your armor still because he didn't. He's close enough that he doesn't have to try to fight through it. So you have
Very
4
kind of
damage
you.
to your core. That puts you at 12. And you now have a wound as he like stabs in. Intense pain shoots through your mind, through your body. Let's see if that helps you cry. Give me another charming roll. Your target is now an 8 or higher.
Put the tear in myself.
I would be. I would
10, that's
be
so
very
close.
if this does.
You scream in pain,
I'll tell you.
and it brings a tear to your eye for sure. All right.
Fine, I will capture that tear and. She's worse off than I am, even if she's an NPC and I could really use this tear. I put it in her mouth.
As you put the tear in her mouth, you see some of the wounds start to fade away, and she's no longer bleeding out, but she's still heavily damaged. Your tear, of course, won't get rid of all the injuries. She'll either need medical assistance or time to heal.
I will mend her with my med kit.
All right, give me a brains roll, and Nohu, are you going to assist with the mending of Periwinkle?
And people in the hospital said that I couldn't be a doctor. Of course, I'll help.
All right, give me a brains roll as well, Nohu, and we'll see how much you help.
I
Nice.
rolled a nat 20.
Between the two of you, you either have the chance of finding out a unique aspect of Periwinkle, or being able to mend her injuries fully over the course of 24 hours.
Oh. Okay. Well, if we need to leave here, we might need her good on health. But I do really want to know something amazing about her.
Well, maybe if she's alive, you could just ask her.
Point. You know what? Just let's heal her up.
All right, so by tomorrow morning, her wounds will be gone.
Excellent. Now I'll just go mend my leg. Thank you so much.
All right, then you go over and roll brains for your own leg to see if you can bandage it up.
You know, this was a better outcome that with Patchy in there. I think he turned somebody into like a penguin or something.
He did.
It's true.
What kind of archaic nonsense is that?
All right, your wound is gone, and you have gained 1 health in your leg. It'll heal over time.
Oh, good. Thank you, Nohu, very much. You're very successful.
I'm helpful.
Yay! Helpfulness. So,
Does it like remind me of Ralph Wiggum all the time from The Simpsons?
Oh my god, yeah.
My cat's breath smells like cat food.
I'm in danger.
Danger.
So-
I am danger.
we are going to fast forward just a little bit. At this point in time, everybody gathers the bodies and moves them aside. They gather the 2 individuals who are still unconscious and bring them and tie them up. Clay, you had a statement?
Yeah, so we can get to blue, like, not when, because that's not narrative stuff. Can I make a check? Because I remembered that I got, from a nat 20, a bonus for looking for things that are out of place. I want to try and find some, like, if I can find some kind of, like, orders, or maybe somebody kept, like, a journal or manifesto, like, I want to see, like, you know, a little more into these folks, something.
Maybe they wrote on their
something
hand with a
Give me-
pen so they didn't forget.
Yeah,
Give me an aware roll. We'll see if you find
Maybe they
anything
have
out of place.
they have their Rolodex, you know.
Rolodex.
Yeah.
All right, aware roll. We'll see if anything's out of place that you find.
I carry my Rolodex.
Nat
Ooh.
20.
How's a nat 20 hit you?
Nat 20 is you're going to succeed, but do you wish to have an increased advantage on being able to find things out of place, giving you the option of potentially having something that may not have been there be there in the future? Or do you wish to find the local base and orders of the Vincere so you know where their current hideout is nearby?
Ooh. I want that. I want that info. I want that info.
All right. So as you are scavenging through these individuals, I need to roll to see what you find. Monetarily, they weren't carrying much because they were on a hit. They were not coming around just gathering things. You do find...
But weapons are expensive.
Yes. You do find 16 scrap, like low-grade scrap on one of them that appears to be an engineer of some kind. You happen to find 3 vials of fluid that you don't know what it is. It does, one of them is of the same color and similarity to the giant thing that one Skixon drank before going all berserk and mad, but you're not entirely certain if it's the same thing. And you have found, each one of them was carrying a crossbow with bolts, and a couple of them had rifles, and a couple of them had revolvers. So each one of those has a handful of ammunition as well. They're comparable to what you're currently using, so nothing that's that out of the ordinary, although the crossbows are silent, so you can use those if you need to have a silent weapon. Of course, they can be upgraded, modified, whatever.
Or sold.
But everybody, yeah, of course, or sold. So you have all gathered together. You've brought everything out. You're all standing in the commons. The sun has risen by this point. And as you're all there, multiple hours later, you've dealt with the injuries in the village. Six-Toe's father, Vincere, comes out after everything's said and done and sees all of you. And in Skeen, of course, something Nohu doesn't speak, starts stating, Where's my boy? Where'd he go? He's not in his bed. He's not in the village. Did they take him?
I translate to Nohu.
Did you try my lab? He was supposed to be there being an apprentice.
He's not in your lab.
Yeah,
I've searched
see?
every building. I've asked every individual. He's not around. He's not around. He's not anywhere. Tell me, did anybody see anything out of the ordinary? Did they take prisoners? Is he gone? Someone has to have seen something.
You know their feelings towards large cricket mounts?
Six in the... You mean... He looks over towards the stable. Your Skeeter is gone.
Hey?
I don't... I mean, he's ridden them before, but... Why would he...
I mean,
Why
it's
would
like
he do that?
50-50, because we've got two folks who've kind of apparently skedaddled right out of town tonight.
As you say that, Kiara comes running up the main, bleeding, and stumbles over, exhausted from the sprint.
I have a question about that.
Yes.
Would I have the knowledge of how many wounds or how many distraction I would get if I just attempted to straight up cauterize my wound by myself?
The cauterization would stop your bleeding and things like that. It could be none, or it could exacerbate the problem. Did you want to try to have cauterized your wound by yourself as you ran back?
I'm really afraid of that blood trail, even if it was raining. So yes, I would like to have, maybe after a while of the bandage probably soaked through, I would try and cauterize my wound.
So why don't you give me a magical roll, and the better you do, the more you do this without enforcing pain on yourself. So the higher the roll, let's just see where you're at.
At least it's not strong.
Yep. That is a 15.
Okay.
So searing pain shoots through you. You'll take 1 point of core health damage, but you stop the bleeding. You do, however, have burnt wounds now that are just aggravated by the air. It is causing you just to... It stings with every step, but knowing what you know, you're not certain you should stop until you feel safe. And heading back to the group is important. So as you have run for multiple hours, give me a tough roll at this point so we can see how exhausted you are as you show up to the party. 15. You're staggering. You're woozy. You're a little bit lightheaded, but you're still on your feet. So, Clay, as you're looking over and you're speaking to Vincere, as everybody's standing around this circle, Kiara kind of starts stumbling into the village, still seemingly like jogging a little, but obviously too tired to sprint any longer. You see bloody rags that have dried and mostly been washed away, but obviously stains all down her side, down her chest. She's holding one arm, and she has a pretty severe looking burn on her stomach and on her arm and on her shoulder.
Yeah, I imagine what Clay would try and do is like she's stumbling, and then eventually we'll try and like just catch her as like it like the stumbles falls turns into falling down.
Clay rushes forward and grabs a hold of Kiara. And you can like rest for a second.
Nap time.
Kiara, do you give out a sigh of relief? Do you sob? Do you scream? Do you just pass out? How do you react to Clay catching you at this point? You've been running for 7 hours.
It's probably as close to just sheer, like, makes it maybe close enough to Clay where she has judged if I fall, he can probably catch me, and just dead weight into probably sleep.
All right, she just into your arms and passes out. As she passes out, as everybody kind of stares over to see what's happened, as Vincere is very distraught. The scene fades to black as we go to our break for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Thanks again for the raid and for the follows for any of you that are out there. We have a goal right now. If you happen to want to get in on that, just hit follow there. And when we reach 250, we will be giving a giveaway of this game that we're playing here to 5 lucky individuals, as well as art provided by me of a custom thing for 1 lucky person. And our good Robbie rolling over here will be running a Crash Pandas one-shot as a reward as well, which is a whole lot of fun to watch and to be part of. So, hey, we appreciate you. We will be back in 10 minutes where we will see what happens next. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Just love that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dreams of Silver and Stone, Episode 8. How's everybody? Y'all ready for this? So I had to do it. Last time we left off, everybody had gathered together in the square. There was a pile of dead bodies. There was 7 Vincere that were taken out here, and many more that didn't make it through the tunnels. Some of them still trapped beneath rubble below the city, but you didn't dig those ones out. So, at the moment, Melody's still a penguin, waddling about inside of her inn, and angrily pecking at the countertops. Vincere is crying out about his son. Where could he be? And everybody else is there. Kiara is laying in Clay's arms, very exhausted. So, first off, what do you say, Clay, as you see her?
Well, I see her fall unconscious, pretty much right as I see her, and also I think that at this moment, Clay is a big talker, but also can tell like this is not the time for talking to Kiara. That's going to be after recovering.
Okay.
Is going to just start rambling to himself, like all like just concern and worry. But we'll just try and take her up into her bed and
Concerned Irish grumbles.
yeah, just concerned like, oh, I can't believe she went to this. And we'll kind of do a quick scan. I feel like he might be able to at least tell if she needs like just rest or if she needs like immediate medical attention.
All right. A quick glance over, you can see that she does need some healing. She's obviously a bit injured, but she's not bleeding. She seems to have stopped. She has stopped her wounds from getting worse, but could take some time healing for sure.
Right. I will go down and find Patchy, who I'm assuming is still down with the penguin.
He's out here with everybody else at the moment. You've gathered everyone nearby. After the events of the evening, you're all quite exhausted, but you're all standing in the square.
I'll just quickly. She pissed me off.
Quickly, just like tap him on the shoulder. Hey, do you think you could take a look at Kara without penguinifying her at all?
She's only a penguin so she can think about what she's done.
Yeah. Did she do something?
So considering
that she can think about?
No, she's got plenty of that already. I think just the healing would be great.
All right. Yeah. Let me take a look at that. Yeah. Let's see.
Appreciate it.
Nohu, with your newfound medical skills, do you want to aid as well?
No, I think that the most egregious fault in this at this moment is that we haven't had our STD, and with the owner of the inn being a penguin, nobody is taking care of the STD. So I think I'm going to make an STD and spread it around to everyone. So
that's creative.
I'll go to the kitchen, yeah, and prepare a very super terrific dinner for everybody.
Super terrific dinner and STD to spread amongst all of their mates. Nohu, to make this STD, will you give me a tough roll?
Of course.
The toughest adventure
all right.
around.
You make you make with a 6. You're gonna make an STD, but nobody's probably gonna like it.
No, you're crazy. Everybody's going to love it. I mean, we've got mashed potatoes and some carrots and these little things that I found under the counter that they're still squiggling. I mean,
there's some gum,
protein. I mean, this thing is a little bit hard, but it's chewable. Yeah.
Are you okay with a 6?
Of course, I am okay with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Nohu creates something in the kitchen, starts laying it about the tables, and all of you, the sour smell of dinner begins wafting through the courtyard.
Didn't know something could smell like buttermilk and ghost peppers at the same time. Okay.
So
that's a recipe for something to curdle very quickly.
Clay, as you grab hold of Kiara, and start leading her upstairs to rest. Vincere turns and faces Nova, Patchy, and Kaizen. Grabbing hold of Patchy's chest, "It was you, wasn't it? You brought these individuals here. My son is now captured by them or something."
What? What are you talking about? Wait, did Didn't his son tell me that you wanted to go to talk to the Empire?
Talk to the... What are you talking about, talk to the
No,
Empire?
I'm asking you, Ty. Didn't he tell me that?
He did. He told you that maybe he should earlier.
Ah, shit. Did he just go to rat himself out to the Empire? Is that what he did?
Why would he do that?
Because you raised him too well, you idiot! Because he thinks it's all his fault. Because he's an idiot. God damn it, I gotta fix this shit.
Yeah, of course we're good parenting and show off strong morals. How dare you?
Yes! Like the kobold said, how dare you!
I don't know how to...
You should go
So you're-
back home and be a family man, like the good husband you truly are.
So you're saying Six turned himself in?
Yes. Do I know? Would I know where he might be to give himself up?
Yeah, you're not even need to roll for that. Greydock's the nearest location where there's a military outpost. It's
How
only
far is it?
It's about 4 hours from here, on foot. If he was taking the skeeter, he would have been there in just like an hour.
You have another one of these weird these mounty things?
No, that came in
No
with
one
your
else has
friend.
one?
That came in with
Trying to kill Hopper,
that dwarf.
I could try to go talk to one, but I'd have to find it first.
What? Okay. I wanna. God damn it! He's my lab assistant. I can't have my lab assistant going and saying they're Vincere. What would the people think? Ah, damn it! I should go and get it. I have nothing to do with this, but I gotta get my lab assistant. Yes. I'll look at Kiara and I'll try to figure something out. God damn it!
All right.
You know what makes you think? A good hearty breakfast. I mean STD. Yeah, a good hearty STD is just what everybody needs to really kick off the day.
A good hearty STD to kick off the day. Super terrific dinner. Everybody comes in, and you notice there are trays upon trays of almost like magic created materials. It seems like some things were just heated up off the floor. Other things have been meticulously mashed with claws, and some have been set on fire. Some of them are frozen that probably shouldn't be. There's a few things in there that are a little bit curious. Now, know who is standing there looking expectantly at all of you, because he prepared this STD for every one of you. How do you react?
I'm more happy to be unconscious.
Nova, how do you react?
Grateful.
Give us-
And I guess I'll eat it and just make that eye contact with Nohu and smell it.
Give me a tough roll as you go to consume this whatever.
I don't want to hurt his feelings. So
This
cute.
is the first time somebody else has joined me on having an STD, you know? I never thought
Nova,
I would be able to make it.
Nova,
looks
when
sad.
was the last time you ate?
I don't know.
Probably 100 years ago or so.
I mean, I think it's been a hot minute. I don't think I've had a time for a nosh since I've been around. No.
You have not. So as you bite into this, that squeaky, sour fluid filling your mouth at first tastes awful. And then your body says, it's food. And you proceed to start eating it.
Oh, this is so good. Oh my god.
Oh,
No.
the Arby's effect.
The Arby's effect. As Nova begins digging in. Clay, you've come downstairs. Know who stands expectantly
Yeah.
before you.
This is the best
So what-
STD I've ever had in my mouth.
What I want to do is when Nohu starts looking over at Nova being just enraptured by this meal, I'm going to do the like
Give us
sleight
a-
of handing, hoping the distraction will help.
Give us an agile versus Know Who's Aware.
Of course.
Clay gets an 11. Know Who gets a 3. It looks like he just ate a real big mouthful. You are surprised he can shovel that much in at once.
That's
Wow.
it. Almost
such a
infectiously good. Your STD. Nohu.
The sole of the shoes of those guys is what really gives it the good kick.
Nice
I
shoe
was
sole.
really had a
I
good
mean-
kick.
once you get past the slimy squish pop, it's actually not so bad, right?
Sure.
Oh,
The
wait, I'm
slimy
sorry about
squish
that. I
pop.
kind of threw up a little bit. I think it like listed in it, but yeah.
Well, I would love to join for more of your delicious meal, but Chiara is very injured and my stomach's rumbling with nervousness, and I don't want
Guys,
I
don't want
Tom with her. Bring
add
her
to it.
Tom. She'll feel right.
I don't think
when
she's
some
in
of
I don't think she's in a fit mood to consume right now.
Oh, this will wake her right up, though, I'm sure.
Are you kidding?
I think I don't want to risk it. It's either gonna wake her up or something way worse. So we're just gonna let time and Patchy his medicine. In fact, Patchy, why don't you I'm kind of leaning out there. Patchy, don't you have something you need to do with me? Not in out there or in here.
Yes, I gotta give Kiara HSV, healing solvent and
The
vitamins.
acronyms throwing around are all scary. Also, I wanted to mention Kaizen can also heal in case anybody cares.
Well, you just gotta like bite him or stab him.
Oh, I did not know we had another doctor in the house. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I'll just eat. There is another doctor here.
You can help, Mr. Grumpy Pants, sir.
I spent almost like a century trying to perfect this art now, but the first elf that comes here is a doctor. Okay, you know what? I'm eating one of these chicken legs.
All right, give me a tough roll there, Patchy.
I is honestly shocked. It's just like standing there like,
Patchy,
wait.
that is not a chicken wing.
Oh no.
And as you eat it, give me a brains roll.
Please do not. I don't want to know.
I don't either.
I don't.
19.
Oh,
As you
no.
are consuming this
No.
byproduct, you wonder how it gains such a consistency, how it is so firm to the touch, and how it happens to have this weird bounce to it as you chew in. And you come up with the idea to create a
Tofu,
vomit
it's tofu, it's
bomb,
fine.
if you'd like, a chemical agent that'll cause vast, powerful nausea, using some of the chemicals in this mixture upon the table.
Weaponize
You also
this
realize
STD?
that you're about an hour away from being violently ill.
Preemptive.
Both ends.
Wait a minute. What? This is.
Tyson, don't you want to help me upstairs? Heal my good friend.
No, Kaizen hasn't had any of your wonderful dinner you've been preparing.
My stare is just like
What is this?
on top of him, like bearing down into your soul. Like if he could use Kaizen's ability to look into his heart, that would be the sort of stare that Nohu is giving him.
It looks delightful. So many colorful dishes. I go over and I literally just kind of pick out potato. I can't kind of separate it from the rest of the stuff.
Give me a tough roll there, Kaizen, as you eat the potato.
God.
Massive air quotes.
What
Potato.
happens when you're polite to know who?
You
Y'all
actually
get sick.
get a chunk of potato, and
Listen,
it tastes
y'all need
like it
drop
is
this
undercooked
donkey.
and crunchy.
This is interesting. It's enjoyable. I like it. Thank you so very much for this wonderful STD.
Are you gonna eat the rest of that?
Yes, I'm gonna finish this portion, but nothing more.
Okay, because if you don't want it, I'll
Okay.
take the rest. It's delicious.
Well, then and that's you know what? Here you are. It's a great bite I picked for you.
You're such a good friend. Thank you, Kaizen.
I know.
All right, so at this point,
Really
Patchy,
generous.
Patchy, you had something to say to know who about that?
Oh my God, this is amazing! I mean, it's completely vile and disgusting. I need it. I need all of this in my bag. Okay.
Can't have
Clay.
mine.
Clay,
This Nova
I'm gonna look at
threatens to
Kiara.
eat you.
While I do that, you gather all these samples for me as a favor return thing. I mean, I would do this for free anyway, but I would really be helpful of you to do this. Stop eating it! This is amazing! This is so useful!
Well, I think that all of your words really are really reaching me here. So I think, yes, I'll cook every night for all of you. Don't worry. I think this just will make all of our time together as wonderful as possible. Yay!
Wait a minute. Ty, what was exactly wrong with Kiara? What did I see her like? What kind of type of healing does she need?
Yes.
What? Yes.
What?
She could
I
use
need yes healing.
medical healing, or you can try to use some alchemical healing.
Like, what's wrong with her exactly? Like,
she has a
bleeding
gunshot
all everywhere.
She has a gunshot wound to her chest and to her
I'm not
arm.
bleeding. I'm not bleeding though. I caught her.
No, they are burned. Yeah.
Now, are the bullets still in
know
there
what?
though?
Just
Probably.
because I bet these kobolds just goddamn resistant to everything will be helpful. No, give me your tongue.
I don't want this.
No, who give me your tongue?
Did before.
Right.
And squeeze it for his saliva into one of my vials. And
Hold
go up.
up. I just.
You don't know how my healing works, laddie.
Chara would not consent to this.
I got another +1. I'm sitting on a +3 on my next roll, everybody.
Great.
Oh,
Not
Vince
convinced.
has coffee bean.
Dang.
I can assist in the healing, but as far as using magic again, I am a bit depleted, and it may be very dangerous if I try again, but I have a med kit.
You know what?
Give me
I
the
think
medkit.
save the kobold spit. You never know when that's going to come in useful. And yes, if we could use just a normal med kit, that would be preferable, I think.
Patchy, with the stuff
we
that
have
you
another
are...
doctor in the house. I see we have another doctor in the house. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I can go to another town. I heard doctors were very, very lacking in Miocenis. Oh, I guess I just have to go to somewhere else. Hi. Felicia, what's up?
Felicia comes over to you, just sits there on her haunches. Meow. Meow.
I'm dying
What'd
to
she
know.
say?
She's
I think
saying,
hungry.
I want some of your food.
What?
Oh. Nova goes up and hands her a little bit of chunk.
Stop! That's chemical warfare material.
She just
That's it!
bites into it. And you see her immediately, like, have her eyes roll back in her head, and she falls over.
Passes
Yeah, that
out.
happens sometimes.
Does she look like she's alive?
She's breathing.
Okay, just someone pet her. She'll be back to normal in a few minutes. I need to go
tell
check
me.
on Kiara finally.
Do you think Felicia is someone he healed before and is teaching a lesson to as well?
Maybe.
I'm
I
not
just
gonna
don't
hear
know
that.
this one.
I'm done by now.
All right, so you head upstairs, and you take a look at
Because I
Kiara.
feel like treatment might hurt me in some ways.
All right, give us a brains roll, and if anybody's assisting, they can roll brains to do an assist roll on Kiara's wounds.
I shall assist.
All right,
Aw.
that is a 14 and a
You're
minus.
Oh,
Sir.
Kaizen.
That is a -1 to Patchy. How are you getting in his way?
Oh.
You didn't eat enough. You didn't have enough breakfast. That's your problem.
Use an
That is
ace.
an ace.
Aw,
You're
Brains.
not affected enough by the
Kaizen.
STD.
That's
Wow,
worse. That is a
Kaizen.
-2
Worse.
to Patchy's roll,
Yeah.
putting him at a 12.
Uh,
All right,
Tried.
so if you accept the 12, you will remove Kiara's wounds, and that is it. So you won't be at 0 anymore on the arm that's injured. You'll be back to 1. You'll be healing as
Remember,
normal.
audience, that you can spend your critter points for rerolls.
There's a reroll
Great
coming from Nick
job.
Sherry
Yeah.
to Kaizen.
Come on. Come on.
So 15, that's
15,
better. That is
yeah.
a +2 instead. That gives Patchy a
Hey.
16, which is enough to give the one application
Thank you,
of
sure.
1d6 healing you can give with a medkit of this variety. So give us a d6 healing. And
Would
Kiara,
17 help more?
17, it would have to be an 18 to heal any more than that.
Okay then, just D6.
Yep, roll a d6, and Kiara, you will distribute the health to where you wish, your core, your arm. You gain 5 health back.
That's a fun question. I'm gonna. Okay. We're good.
All right,
And I lose the wound, right?
zero
the wounds are gone, yeah.
everywhere.
So you no longer have your distraction either. There we go. And you're feeling better, but obviously not perfect. You may need to take some time to heal naturally using regen. At that point, when they administer medical treatment to you, your eyes come open. The pain in your arm and stuff is dulled down to a dull throb. Same thing for your chest, and you see everybody around you. You feel tired, but not exhausted to the point of like death anymore.
Just gonna kind of. The first look goes around the room. It pauses on Patchy and then glares at Clay to be like, "What did you let him do?"
No. I point at a still like stoppered vial of cobalt spit.
It's still in the vial.
All right, now I'm gonna put my iCord stuff in it and shake it a little bit for it to like change color. Give it to her.
Do not touch me with that. I want none of it.
Drink drink one sip of it every night. You'll be back to health in no time.
Know who's spit.
You don't know that.
I just said it was.
Oh, you did.
Told me.
Cobalt.
What? Do you know anything about? Do you know about the health properties of cobalt spit?
I don't. What are they?
Care.
Oh,
No.
Everyone's an expert today. Everyone's a health expert today. You know what? I'm gonna gather my chemical warfare material and to create my next weapon of mass destruction. But
Your next one.
ungrateful little bastard.
Patchy heads downstairs.
So now that we have a moment finally, have any of us thought about how we're going to prepare for the arrival of the Empire?
I actually, little, we might have a plan for him.
Didn't know who have one.
Have one what?
A plan for what you were going to be doing before the Empire showed up.
Oh yeah, the pot. And I show up my great big map.
He like brings up that large map of
map.
his.
We have this. We still have to explore it, make sure it's safe, and bring all the people in the town over there. Surely after being almost assassinated by a bunch of renegades, they'll be far more willing to listen to us.
Certainly not opposed to taking the depot, seeing if anything's worth taking from it, and having a safe place for some of the townsfolk to just wait out what we're doing with the Empire.
Empire seems pretty busy, actually, and points to wounds that have been starting to heal.
They can shoot people and attack folks at the same time. They're very multitasky like that.
So you also have 6 toes in their possession, so that might also distract them for a while.
Well, mysteries are getting solved left and right here, I suppose.
We should
Should we tell
should go communicate with the villagers too and see if they're more on board to leave. Perhaps this last series of events has convinced them a bit more.
I mean,
well, their leader's a penguin right now.
not trying to lie. I think honestly that this, while it was very bad, helps their case a lot. I mean, why would the Vincere attack a town that is working closely with them?
Okay, so hear me out. It may not be the best in honesty, but it may be nice if she's a penguin. I mean, Nova, you could always translate, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, right. I could try.
Never underestimate the power of control in a narrative.
I mean, how long do we have before she's no longer a penguin? Do we know?
No.
We all just look at Patchy.
Yeah.
Patchy's walked out of the room already. It's just you.
So
It's you.
Felicia, how long does it take for the penguins to turn back into people?
On average, between 3 and 8 hours.
Oh, between 3 and 8 hours.
That's not nearly long
As
enough.
this penguin conversation is happening, Kiara is like looking at herself to make sure she is also not about to turn into a penguin, because this is new news to her.
No, don't worry. He didn't use potatoes on you, so he's not gonna turn into a.
It's true. Also, it
Into a
happened
penguin.
really suddenly. Like,
Hey,
it was pretty instant.
Your accent
Think you're
works
fine.
really good when you say potatoes. So
I know, I was just thinking that. Potatoes.
potatoes.
And
Grind them,
the
mash them,
penguin
stick them in a stew.
since
Well-
the penguin transformation happened while we were, gathering everybody on the after the fight and everything, how long has it been since that moment?
since the end of the fight, it's been
How much time?
It's been 3 hours since the end of the fight.
All right, so we have at the very
Wait.
least, or at the
So at any
most,
moment.
5 more hours.
Yeah.
And what time is it, more or less?
Right now, it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, we have either. Oh, that reminds me. I know that look, Kiara. I think what you really need is a little bit. I said you a little bit of what everybody simply enjoyed. They were just screaming about it. They couldn't stop eating it. I had to save some of it for you, and I promised to cook for you from here on out for the group, because I just couldn't, withstand all of those little faces. But here, I saved you for this.
Hands over like a plate full of, I don't know, you ever play Resident Evil 7 or see someone do that? That gloppy stew that they've got in the...
I have a great mental image anyway.
Buggy one on the stove the second time you go through.
Nickelodeon gack.
Pretty much.
Kiara's gonna take it, look Nohu in the eyes, and go, I would rather starve, and put it to the side.
Can I have it?
No, you have to eat it so you avoid starving. That's the trick that's the thing with food. You put it.
I do not think you understand. I would much rather suffer the consequences of starving than put that in my body.
Why?
Nova, are you taking that bowl that was offered?
Nova's like,
just go ahead on over here.
Nova moves over and begins eating. Give me another tough roll.
Felicia, I'm just gonna give chunks to Felicia.
As you apply a second inoculation to yourself, give me a tough roll.
But why?
That is a 15, not bad.
Getting this stage 2 of this poison.
Nova, you have a +1 to endurance rolls for the next 2 episodes. To tough rolls.
I mean, strong would be better, but...
Yeah, it's not making you stronger, just tougher.
Body's like, if I can get through this, I mean...
So put that in your notes, +2 to tough rolls for the next 2 episodes. And Nova downs another bunch of it. As you see her, like, eating and draining it dry there, there's a weird, wet, slurpy noise, and you see some of it, like, hang out of her mouth, and she just... like,
Alright,
snaps
so
up.
I think we've all had a very eventful evening. I think it'd be best if we all get some rest so we can go to this depot not injured and unnerved. So, I think that I'm going to bid you all a fair night and gonna get some much needed rest.
At this point,
very ominous.
As everybody is absolutely exhausted, you ran here pretty much off the backs of dealing with the Koslov, crossing country, making it to town very quickly, talking to everyone, getting in a massive fight, staying up all night long. And this is not the first time you have all kind of done this sort of thing. Either you all need to rest now, or you need to make an additional tough roll to see if you're suffering from exhaustion. Except for you, Kiara, I mean, technically you've been resting.
I'm at 5 hit points. I want to rest.
Does everybody
I
wish...
6 hit points, so...
Does everybody wish to rest? Give me a yay or a nay. Just lift your hand up.
I'm thinking about going to that town to try to get Sixtos away.
All right,
can't
so-
let another stick sitting on the meat.
So-
I tried that.
Fine.
Yes, you tried that.
You
Have fun getting
also
arrested and shot.
were not there when she said it. Hadn't you already walked away?
I figured it out while talking to the dad.
But I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
I literally told him he raised him too well.
So Patchy is intending on heading over to Great Oak and looking for Sixtos, or at least any record of him or anything like that. Nohu, what are you attempting to do? Because you didn't give me a thumbs up or down.
Yeah, I do want to rest, but before that, Nohu has been like sitting right in front of Kiara, and if she moves anywhere, he goes along with her and just repeating the same word. But why?
And every time it is the same answer, which is because I said so.
All right, the two of you need to do this for me for at least 30 seconds. Go.
No.
But why?
No.
Was it too salty? Was it not salty enough? I I think I used some
Are you
water.
going to tire yourself out soon, or do I have to listen to this for a long period of time?
At least
Oh.
30 seconds.
You can sleep if you're tired. I mean, I just be here next beside you, and you
No.
can ask me when you.
You can leave.
I mean, I could step to the side over here, one step. I mean,
How about
maybe-
both of you give me a tough roll to see which one of you conks out
Gives
before
up?
the other. Which one of you gives
Okay.
up first?
Battle of wills.
There's a 3 from Nohu. Oh no. And a 19. Nohu, at this point, it looks like you get bored, maybe?
No, I'm more likely like grab it on Kiara's like cape, the part that maybe like goes against the ground, and I like a death man's grip. I hold it, and I pass out, and I just like.
He
like,
locks
roll up.
his hand around your cape and lays down on the floor, holding onto it. And you go to sleep at that point? Alright. So everybody's resting now. You will be gaining your regen back in health and reducing your overload per hour by that same amount. Yes, Kaizen.
Before resting, I would like to meditate per the usual that I do and go into Fire Mind method so I can get the 2 additional regen and don't need food for the next 4 days.
Okay. Kaizen's like,
There's
I
so
saw
many delicious food options.
Yeah.
saw what that
Doing?
food was. I'm not gonna.
Why
I'm
would you
not gonna-
possibly do that?
Why would I?
You begin sitting still and meditating and pulling in all the nutrients you need from the ambient environment and from the solar energies coming down from the sky. And as your skin takes on a nice brighter hue, you then go into your rest. So Kaizen does not need to eat for 4 days and gains faster regen as he rests for now. Everybody else, how many hours do you get of sleep? I guess some of this depends on how long it takes Patchy to do what he's doing. So we're going to go with him first. Patchy, you head out from the village, intending on walking to Grey
No, I
Dog.
think I'm going to do something else.
What are you going to do?
No. Okay. Would I know where Crimson Mane and his folks are hiding?
Not necessarily. You do
Someone
have.
does.
You do know where. Yes, somebody
I
does.
mean, what I mean is, would I know Vincere tactics, the type of places they would normally go, or the places where they would have a lookout out in order to keep an eye on me, or maybe like the end of this tunnel, like. Knowing Vincere tactics, would I know like how where one could spot me?
Yes, you believe that they're probably watching one through the main gate for sure. So if you're standing in the commons or near like your trading post to the front of the city or on your watchtower, they will be able to see you.
Okay. How long will it take me, or can I use the little trap that Crimson Mane did for me and turn it into another, knowing my knowledge, I mean, having my knowledge of this material and able to turn these things into much stronger bombs, like my Nat 20 that made me turn a bomb. Now that I have knowledge of being able to turn bombs into a timed thing, because of my Nat 20 a couple of sessions ago, can I possibly make a much more volatile version of it and mix it with a timed bomb thing that would hurt Skixins and Skixins only?
So you're going to attempt to take the chemicals that you had gotten that had been targeting you before and make it into a timed explosive.
Yes.
Definitely, I will warn you that this is very dangerous to you.
I know.
Okay. Why don't you give us a brains roll? Now, in order, this will be a 2-part. The first brains roll will allow you to set up the material and create the bomb. The second one will actually finalize it. The first target you need to hit is going to be a 16 or higher. The second target is going to be a 16 or higher as well. So you are doing this twice.
No aces. Ah, shit. Okay. Will I know? Oh, god damn it. Sorry, things froze for me for a second. Again, sorry. Okay, I'm doing it twice. I have no aces, so shit there. Will I know if things go wrong?
You will on the first one. If they go wrong again the second one, it will just blow up.
Ooh. Oh.
Can I find ways of making it safer?
You would need a lot of time to do that, and probably a good tinker.
Walls from anywhere.
Come on! No!
Nohu's currently passed out, holding Kiara's cape.
He's asleep.
God damn it. I'm gonna do something else then. I'm gonna make something that looks like that. Looks like it would be a believable bomb. I'm gonna make an actual bomb. Actually, no, I'm gonna make an actual time bomb. Why not? That actually makes more sense.
So
You're
just
gonna make a bomb
Why
that's
not?
disguised as a bomb, pretending to be
No,
a
no,
bomb.
no. I'm actually gonna make an actual timed bomb that I learned to do before with my nat 20.
Okay. So you're going to make an actual bomb. If you fail it, you'll need some scrap to do this first. If you fail at this, it just won't work. It'll be a dud, and you'll have to rebuild it. If you critically fail, it will blow up. So you're just making a regular bomb. Give me a brains roll to put it all together. And if you don't have scrap, you can tear something apart in your lab.
All right.
That is a 10. That will waste the scrap for 1 hour, so that's 1 hour wasted working on the bomb.
Well, whatever. As far as I know, it looks like a bomb. I'm gonna also strap the thing, the powder on it in a glass vial.
Okay, so you strap it on a glass vial.
I'm gonna go into the front of the gate where one of them can see me, hoping that Crimson Mane will not resist the temptation of facing me before trying to kill me, because that, he's obsessed with me or something. I don't know. Yeah.
So you walk out the front gate, and you stand there and wait for a while. What are you looking for?
I'm waiting for one of them to spot me, to let Crimson Mane know that I'm just standing there, for Crimson Mane to not be able to resist the temptation to come and face me.
You stand out.
What are you doing?
You stand out in the street for a while. Give me a high or low.
Hi. Shit. I want 6,000 dying, damn it! He's an idiot. I don't like idiots dying.
All right. You stand there, and Nova, on your way back to find a place to rest. Did you stay in Melody's?
No, and I did not go back to find a place to rest.
Okay.
I did not say that I did. I have been carrying Felicia, following around Patchy, trying to give him his damn cat.
You sat there watching, just petting
He's
Felicia as he
standing
makes a
there,
bomb.
and he did the whole thing, and he's like literally standing there, and I'm literally go, "What are you doing?"
Suddenly, she's behind you as you're standing out there.
With Felicia.
Just
So focused on the work.
go sleep. Take Felicia with you. Felicia, obviously likes you. Fickle.
Not too shabby. Gives Anna an ace, by the way. Thank you very much for that. And good night. Patchy, as you turn over and you look at Nova holding Felicia, stating that, carrying that bomb strapped to your chest, give me an aware roll.
I feel like we're having deja vu here, where my character is looking at your character with a bomb strapped on them.
Oh yeah, I've got a bomb strapped. I strap it right on my chest, but I'm hiding it with my little skits and vests.
So Patchy, in the very briefest of moments, as you turn and you look over, you see a red dot appear on Felicia's fur.
I immediately go where that dot is to make block that dot's with me. I don't think they will shoot me immediately if they see. Yeah, I'm hoping.
Suppose
I
we're
don't know.
about to find
I'm
out.
hoping. That's how I
All
thought
right,
this NPC
and
upgrade
as
would
you
do.
stand there and you wait, you hear a gunshot in the distance
There it is.
as a sniper round comes flying
Really?
towards you, Patchy. Do you wish to move out of the way? Nova and Felicia are
I mean, if
behind
I
you.
hear it, I immediately lunge and push both Nova and Felicia away.
Give me an agile roll, and we'll see if you beat this shot. The opponent gets 21.
Oh shit!
Walls from anywhere, though. My God, what
Fairly
kind of
certain he
alchemist
is-
are you?
Oh, that's true.
Okay, you know what? Quick thing. Chaos roll can I don't mind that. Could I make a waltz from anywhere, but like with writing on it?
As a chaos roll, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Magical.
All right, give me a magic roll. Get higher than 5. 17. Nice. What does it say?
Cruiser man, if you face me, I will give myself up. Give what you're looking for up. If not, suck a dick.
Gunshot goes in.
You were never a good student. You were a failure. Everyone was laughing behind your back. You were only in that class because of me. Dick.
And,
Why is this wall
It'd be
so
like-
big?
It's gonna be like 9-point font. Yeah.
Hey,
Just
whoever it
keeps
is
going.
looking through a sniper scope. So.
Everyone gets their readers like.
The wall
Ilaria,
cracks
Mercy.
behind you and shatters as it catches the bullet, and you see that red light moving again. You can tell that with the motion that they are reloading. Nova, somebody just fired something at you from the tree line not that far away, well, a few hundred feet away.
I want to run and like Shatner roll, and then like run with Felicia under my arm like a football.
All right, you run back into behind the walls.
Well, yeah, I think maybe I'll try to grab Patchy at the same time.
Roll strong for me.
Oh no,
Ooh, that's your favorite.
it's me favorite. I'm just gonna give everyone the impression that I would like them to come with me. 'Cause
All
I
right, so you
can't
just
physically
wave at Patchy and you go
Come
running.
on.
All right,
I mean,
Nova.
I'll try. I'm gonna try. What is it?
Oh.
15.
Nice. You're actually
That
able to.
shouldn't have been a 15.
It's
though.
not. It is
Was
a
that
12. You're able to grab a hold of
It
him
was-
with a
yeah.
12 though, because he's light and small. And she like starts like pulling. You're kind of dancing sideways as she yanks you back behind the wall inside the city.
I'm also not fighting back. I'm complaining, but subconsciously I don't want to die. So I'm like,
Fair.
what you doing? I know what I'm doing.
Hold me back. Why aren't you holding me back? Hold me back.
All right, so you rush back inside
So
the
we're
city.
being shot at.
What?
Shooting at us.
Yes, I realized it. I was hoping they would actually face me.
Why would they do that?
Because the leader knows me.
It would seem like that makes sense why they want to shoot you, I guess.
Because they.
Felicia.
After something that I have.
Felicia off to the side looks over and goes, "Think they can see that giant pile of Skixen over there?"
You think they can see the giant pile of Skixen over there? Your very morbid cat just asked you.
Wait, what do you mean? What giant pile of skits?
You have stacked up all the dead bodies in the middle of the courtyard, right where they can see it through the gate, as almost an affront to them.
Can I
Oh,
do another wall from anywhere with the writing on it?
Do you have enough alchemist like satchel charges still?
I don't think I have any more, but I can gather stuff.
You can gather stones for that. So you grab some stuff off the ground, and then another wall comes up. What does it say on this one?
Yeah, look at the pile. We can kill more of you, or you can come and claim your prize, dickhead. You were never the smart one, were you? All the other ones were better than you.
Another gunshot goes off, and the wall crumbles.
are you making writing on the wall?
Yes.
Couldn't you just yell that?
They're all the way over there. They can't hear me. It's a scope.
I guarantee they can hear you. You can project.
If you can hear me, shoot.
Nothing? Okay. I stand corrected. Keep making your walls. Keep coming down off the mountain with the commandments.
You know what? Okay. Oh, you know what? Can I shoot? Do I know where that one is?
You can look out and try
Can
to
I tell?
find it now, if you want to give me an aware roll. But the sniper is watching the entryway, so you might want to do it from somewhere else.
Well, I can climb the wall and peek from the side.
Okay.
Do you want upsies? I'll give you a boost.
I can climb. I'm a Skixen. That's the only good thing that I have in this body. I miss being a halfling.
Was he always this sensitive about everything?
Yep.
Can I do that?
You should see what happens when he has to go to use the litter box.
He uses the litter box?
He screams about his tail madly. So, you climb up the
I wanna
wall. and you look over the side. Give me an aware roll, and I will make it versus the target to see if they're able to be seen. 17. The target has a +4 on their roll because they're in the woods, and they're a Vincere sniper. They got a 24. So you can't tell exactly where they are.
I'm gonna do another walls from anywhere, and hope that the flash, the bang sound will like reveal their location, like the muzzles shot.
All right, so you lift up another walls. That's 3 overload you've spent now.
Okay, well, the rocks.
You still have to spend overload
Fine,
if
yes,
you're
the
out of
overload.
satchel charges.
Yes. It writes, ha, missed dick.
What are you trying to do?
Shh, I'm concentrating.
Do they shoot the wall? You don't hear anything this time.
I can I like continuously ride as I go to? Do I need to do another overload?
You'll have to do another overload to make changes, yes. This is gonna start
It's worth
hurting
it.
you, I believe.
I'm gonna rest.
Soon anyway, probably. So I'll do another one.
Your mohawk was always looking stupid. No one thought it was cool.
Nothing happens.
Mr. Mohawk.
You don't
Also-
seem to be, if this is Crimson Mane out there, you don't seem to be provoking him any longer. It might not be him at all.
Another one would be
Crimson Mane used to wet his bed. I'm trying to descend in the ranks.
All right, so you send these out there, and they do seem to be less than impactful at the moment, unfortunately.
Damn it.
So what are you trying to? Maybe I. Okay.
One more. What's a good insult I can think of? I'm trying to think.
How long until you knock
say-
yourself unconscious with your...
Find the worst thing you can. What's the worst thing you can say to someone?
You asking me?
Yes.
I don't want to eat
really pissed.
breakfast.
You like your mom, right? You keep talking about your mom occasionally.
I mean, you could talk about his mama.
No,
Patchy.
no, not the mama. What would really piss you off if I said what would be a thing that if I said about your mom, it would piss you off
So
much?
So Patchy, up on the wall, Nova, as you're staring at him, you're noticing his fur starting to like drift off and like pepper around you as you see his veins kind of pulsing with Aether, because he's now got 1 hit point left after all of those expulsions of overload.
wait. What? I'm not in my limit.
You were, you haven't been.
Wait, how am I? I thought I was at 3.
Like
I was at 7 now.
you use
You used
chaos.
2 because of chaos to write on the wall, and then another 2, and then another.
Patchy, I.
Yes.
So, have you ever had aether poisoning before?
Was that? I mean, yeah. So, I mean, no. That's dumb. Who would I'm too smart for that.
Do you feel
What is
your?
a bad thing if someone said about your mom?
I want you to focus on the fact that your veins are trying to escape your body, right now, and I don't. Yeah. How about we think of some really mean things to write on the wall back there, and then come back with a new focus on mean things.
Six toes in danger. 6 toes. I got. What's
Okay.
a bad thing if I said about your mama?
You're going to die of aether poisoning.
I won't die. It can't die. I mean, I can die, but no, wait, the poison won't get me. It would be a bullet or something.
Oh, look! Red Vein is that way!
What? Where?
Let's go get him!
Patchy and your distraction.
on!
Give me an agile roll to avoid falling off of the wall.
I'm there.
All right, you're still able to hold on quite well, but your head like twists around like an owl almost.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go that way then. We'll get him down off the wall, and
Right.
go not in sniper range, but where he can lay down.
Can I just
Oh.
rest here a little bit?
Yeah, you know what? Why don't you just lay your head right here? I'm not helping you because you're a strong independent Skixen, and of course you don't need my help. But maybe we can walk together. You know what? Oof, I'm tired. I need to lean on you. Come here.
And Nova assists Patchy in getting back to his room to rest. How many hours does everybody sleep? Every hour is 1 application of regen. And we'll take it by consensus because once the first one wakes up, everybody's going to start probably relatively soon. Kiara says 3 hours.
I hate to keep adding on to the pre-rest stuff, but Clay has a bit of a plan just to prep for when the Empire comes. I would like to grab some documentation from the Empire people that were still here and all of that, and I want to forge some credentials.
Forging credentials? What are you forging with?
So I want to basically take bunch of the Empire official like Empire documentation and symbology and all of these things, and then kind of put it to my own uses.
Well, I get that, but I mean, where do you get the documentation from, and what materials are you using to forge? Do you have a kit that can assist you with that, or anything in your inventory, even an inkwell and a pen? Would that?
Gotcha. Ooh, that's true. I do not have right utensils on me right now.
So
maybe
inside
Melody does, and she probably won't mind.
Yeah, is that something?
She's a penguin.
You look through Melody's place. You do find a sign-in book that happens to have a small quill pen and a little black inkwell. Forging an official seal using black ink and a feather quill might require some chaos.
Okay. I'm down.
Right. Give me a magical roll and get higher than a 10, please.
Magical. Yes. Good. Good. All right.
Critical failure.
Wow. Okay. I think we're gonna use the ace here for the episode.
All right. There's an ace that Clay doesn't want to critically fail on. That is a 6, which becomes a 4. That's a chaos roll to targeting this page in front of you.
Ooh.
Make a better prize.
McSherry did give me an ace.
There's
so
an ace from McSherry. That is a 13. Okay. That is not a chaos roll, but the roll is potentially low, which means that
if I bump it to a 14 or a 14 or 15, will that get me
whatever you were increasing it to is going to be the target for your opponent to determine it's a forgery.
Gotcha. Ooh, okay.
There's a +1 for McSherry.
All right. I would like to argue I would like to use actions of scoundrels in this moment. For the when being caught in a lie could be life threatening. They can use this to gain 1 free ace, as having poorly forged documents would be exceptionally dangerous.
I would counter argue that ability would come into effect when you're actually handing them the papers.
Okay.
Versus making them.
That's fair. Then I think I will use my 3+1s, including the one McSherry just gave me. So 16 is what we're gonna end up with.
All right, so I'll mark
I don't
that
really
down.
have anything else to do.
So you've created a forgery.
Documents. We talked about this.
You were almost dead, so.
All right, forgery with a 16 as the target for your opponents to overcome. So what do these documents say? What is the gist of them?
I want to basically be a licensed, like private eye, like independent investigator.
All right, so you have set yourself up as an auditor for the Empire.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
then
so you have.
I'm good.
You have probably seen these before. So I'll say that you make it to the best of your ability, and that's where that is. Do you rest after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So everybody rests. Just give me how many hours you wish to rest. Nova?
2.
2. Kiara, 3. Clay? 3. Kaizen?
3.
3. Patchy?
Do I really have a choice? I'm passed out.
I mean, you can still choose how long you want to rest until you wake up.
Until someone wakes me up.
Yeah.
know who have to sleep?
I only need to my overload. I haven't received any damage.
See, I just assumed know who ran on cocaine and didn't need to sleep.
I mean, probably not that far from the truth. So
Diet, cocaine, and caffeine.
How long did you want to sleep, Strat?
On the 3 hours I need.
All right, so it looks like 3 hours is going to be the average, with Kiara waking up just a little bit before the others. Based on your experience, Kiara, give me a tough just to see if you wake up at 2 hours or not.
Oh, I said 3.
Oh, 3?
Nova was 2.
Okay, so if Nohu had 2, he's going to be the first one awake.
Nova had 2.
Nova. Why do I keep messing that up? It's late.
Because you hate me. I know.
I don't hate you. Hi, Raiders. Hello, Ruby Heart and Raiders. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. We actually did at this point have a bit of a late start, so we'll have a slightly overlapping schedule this time rather than you showing up right at the end. We definitely appreciate you. So, Nova, you are the first awake. You have that 2 hours of sleep. You gain 2 applications of regen back. And while you don't necessarily feel refreshed, you don't feel exhausted anymore. It was a nice nap. Where do you go from there? Felicia's laying next to you, asleep.
I'm gonna go check on Patchy and give him his cat.
You step into the room, and Patchy is mending as the ambient life aether flows through during natural aspiration. He's no longer glowing, so that's good. It's been 2 hours. Patchy is still out, though. Do you want to leave him sleeping or wake him up?
I'm gonna put Felicia down next to him and walk out, because I don't know what kind of person he is when he wakes up. Like, if you wake up Nova's mom, like when she's not ready to wake up, she's just horrible. So I don't want to, I'll let Felicia figure that out.
Okay. So Felicia just curls over and starts purring against Patchy's side.
That's the Empire. Just fucking give us a minute. I'm gonna kill us.
And from there, we move over to the next one awake. I'm gonna say Nohu. You're gonna be the next one awake as Nova moves on from there. Everybody else pretty much gets up and starts waking up right about the same time. So where do you go from your position? You're still grabbing onto Kiara's cape. I'm gonna say the two of you wake up at the same time, pretty much.
I've taken off the cape and it is in the corner.
Inside her room, I believe?
Yeah, you're still in her room, on the floor.
Is she awake once I wake up?
As you wake up and you untangle yourself from the cape, spitting out some of it from your mouth, you see her, like, looking at you from the bed as her eyes kind of open.
Hi, good morning. I think I know what's the problem here. Clearly...
Is the problem that you are in my room when I woke up? Because I believe that is a problem.
I don't know. That's happened a lot of times with other people, and they never said it was a problem. They said it was...
Perhaps they should have said it was a problem.
No. They said it was an invasion of privacy. Yeah, I think they say that. But not a problem.
They are one and the same, but okay.
No. One is... It's different. They are different words.
Has anyone ever told you no in your life?
Yeah, that's my name.
There.
Anyway, I think I know what's the problem. Clearly, you had a bad day. You probably were in a very nasty MILF with those wounds that you came with. And sometimes you need a good STD, sometimes you don't. I mean, it's, I would say you always need a good STD after getting
I do not want you to come near me with any of your STDs.
I think the problem is...
give it to Nova. Apparently, she's fine with that, so you can give it to her.
Yeah, everybody else love my STD. I just don't understand why you didn't even want to, try that taste a little bit, like it's just a little bit of...
Because I value my life and did not want to die at your hands.
Super terrific dinners, by the way, for the new audience members who don't know what he's talking about.
For context.
Well, no, that's not needed. But really, what's so wrong about tying in any way, in any case?
two things I need to do before that happens.
Then we have to go and do them. It will be a great adventure.
Okay,
You know
when
what?
I do them, I will let you know, and then I will let you kill me via food poisoning.
Yeah, that will be great. But besides that, I think you should really give it a test to my STDs. I mean, you didn't even try them. You
I
don't
do not
even
wish
know
to
what
test you for STDs, no.
I think I know what the problem is here.
You keep saying that, but you have yet to identify the problem.
Yeah, I understand. We are new. We don't know each other that very much. So let me do something nice for you. Yeah?
How about whatever you plan to do for me, you actually go and do for Clay. I'm sure he would enjoy it. He's
What does
my
he
best
have?
friend after all, so you can go give it to him.
What does he have to do with you?
He's my best friend, so he would quite enjoy it, and I wish to see him happy. So go give whatever you plan to give to me to him.
Do whatever I plan to give to you to him. Okay, I'll run away, and if whatever sort of weapon or armor, no weapon, whatever weapon that Kiara may be known for using, if it's on the room, I'll grab it and I'll be running away to Clay's room with it.
All right, so
Not
you
touch my gun.
you grab a hold of Kiara's gun, which isn't on her waist, and
You
is a
leave
few feet
street
away,
rat alone.
and runs out the door carrying your firearm. Kiara, what do we see you do after you see him just run off with your weapon?
Did I see him run off with my weapon or no?
Absolutely, he wasn't trying to hide it.
Am going after him immediately.
You see Kiara like race to jump out of bed and race down the hall.
Yeah.
As you're running away, Kaizen, what do we see you doing?
Love the hacky sacks theme as they run.
I am just wandering about still, looking over everything and watching everyone scatter.
Yeah, Kaizen's definitely one of those people who are annoyingly put together early in the morning, I feel like.
It's kind of chilling.
I've already meditated, I chilled with my sword, and now I'm just ready for the day, wondering why everyone's acting a crazy.
You also begin to smell real breakfast coming from downstairs as Melody has gotten back to her business. And
I'm gonna follow that, even though I don't need it.
You step out to smell that and potentially have some, even though you don't eat right now. Clay, we hear the sound of thumping feet kind of rushing in your direction as the door slams open and know who runs inside with a crazed Kiara chasing after him in the distance.
Hey, you have her gun.
I'll scatter over to one of the corners in Clay's room and start working on Kiara's gun, doing a Kochkin upgrade.
Do you not have your own space to do this?
Roll agile as you do it as quickly as possible, or Kiara's gonna maybe grab a hold of it before you get to that point.
Sorry, what roll? Agile?
Agile.
That's a +1 from Camper for a generous Vortox?
For a generous Vortox.
That's me.
Okay.
That looks like know who's got to use a few aces here, apparently. There you go, 22.
I knew this was going to be the roll.
No, sits down and very quickly dismantles your weapon and then starts piecing it back together very quickly. Nohu, let's see what you get on the object as you apply the upgrade.
You all see cobalt jelly? Because that's what's about to happen.
I really want it to still be the rocket one.
It's the rocket one.
So many rockets.
That is
4 for 4.
That is Nohu's signature upgrade, apparently. Suddenly, the weapon has a bunch of little objects attached all over the side of it, send small rockets around the edge, and some sort of gravitic stabilizer thing that allows you to fly temporarily. Anyways, he hands it back to you, bigger than it was before.
Hand it over to Clay. Here! This is a present I was going to give Kiara, but she said to give it to whatever I was going to give it to her, to give it to you, and that you're her friend. And that will make her happy.
He tosses a modified pistol to you.
Tail wagging happily.
Oh, if you want Kiara to not be mad at you, might want to take this stuff off.
I'm already in the doorway fuming.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Yay! That's a present. I gave it to Clay. All right, goodbye, and I leave.
And Nohu like brushes past you and heads down the hallway.
I'm tripping him as he goes. Just the slightest bit of petty that needs to happen.
Both of you give me an agile roll. Let's see if she trips you.
This is the high stakes.
That is a
roll
22
folks
from
come here
Nohu.
for.
18. Without breaking stride, Nohu just kind of scrambles around it, using his tail as an extra leg temporarily.
Like one of those small dogs, like that runs like 7 circles around your legs before moving anywhere, and afterward disappearing.
Right down the hall, leaving Kiara and Clay in the room together.
You're welcome.
It did the same thing to my sword, and it still technically works.
Can I take it off without breaking my gun?
Give me a brains roll at -4 due to the fact that you don't have the technology to do that with or the tools to do that with.
Slam it against something hard.
And does it have to be my room?
Yeah, it does.
It's just slamming into the
That's
furniture.
20. Kiara, question. Do you want to know how to strip and repiece your weapon in such a way that you don't need a tinker's assistance to add modifications to this gun in the future? Or do you want to be able to see the way Nohu's modifications work and be able to remove them at will?
Both very useful options.
Both are extremely useful.
Very spicy and good option.
So I'm gonna choose the first one because I have a stealth safety lock, which I'm going to now lock my gun to my side anytime I am not planning on using it, so Nohu can't touch it.
Okay, so in your notes, just put down that you can modify your own weapons without the need of a tinker.
Cool.
When it comes to having a modification to add, of course. Excellent. So all
Did
of
I get rid
you.
of it too?
What's that?
Did I get rid of it too?
Yes, you've taken off his modification that he put on it. I'm sure that won't cause any measure of anguish on his
He
part.
already doesn't like me. It's fine.
And we see all of you now gathering together inside of Melody's no longer a penguin. She's sitting there and she just turns to all of you. I'm so sorry for what happened. I didn't know what the circumstances were exactly, and it was also confusing. And there's a lot of pain I made decisions with, of course. Thank you for saving my life. She turns to like Nova and Patchy. I know it's not much, but I have my pancakes that everybody seems to like available for breakfast.
I'm already eating one.
I'm awake.
That's like 1,000 times better than what you ate last night.
Oh.
I'm awake.
You are awake.
Well, it depends on. I was assuming that Felicia would have woken you up like
Yes.
with her butthole in your face, or like what cats do.
She just sits on your chest and starts licking herself with her tail like in your face.
Well, thank you for the breakfast. Too bad Six Toes can't enjoy it because the people you aligned yourself with convinced him he was the reason the Empire was coming.
So he's a cranky morning person, afternoon, evening, night.
There's no one who cares about Six Toes.
Of course we care. What do you want us to do about it?
Exactly.
His father
We can
told
go
me
get
that he
him.
turned himself into the Empire. If I know them,
Yeah, so
they've got him
I'm
headed
curious
towards
what you
a
think
military institution
we're
right
going
now.
to be able to do. Tell me, Patchy, what do you think we can do? So we get this kid out of the facility, and so now someone who's known to be, admitted to be, and confessed to be has now escaped and been taken away. How does that look for this individual? What do you think is going to happen from the rest of their life?
Their life is now fucking over. That's what I'm trying to say. What are you trying to get at?
Right. And get in. jailbroken is going to make that worse, you understand? Because now they're
Oh, so I
not
can
only...
complain about my dear labs assistant who got nicked because of some other idiot Vincere clogged his memory with, or clogged his mind with dumbass information. So someone hold near and dear gets arrested. Oh, aren't we gonna feel a bit bad about that? Oh, when you complain about that, I'll be like, what shall we do, Clay? What shall we do? Is that what we're supposed to do? Oh, what can we do? Complaining about it.
Oh my gosh. Melly, do you have any coffee?
Please, this sounds fantastic, doesn't it?
Coffee? What is coffee?
It's bean water.
Oh, I've got
Hot
bean water. Yeah.
Perhaps you might want to specify more.
It's mung bean tea.
I mean, that's fine.
All right, I'll pour you a few glasses. Gets those and brings them out to everybody.
Also,
Tastes very
technically, you
earthy.
did not get arrested.
Melody, tell me everything those damn Vincere told you, and everything you did for them.
They just told me what you did in the war. They said that you killed...
What was that they said?
They said you killed women and children and civilians, and your attack targeted everyone, not Skixon? They
That
said
was them.
melted
Anything
them
else?
down screaming, and they told me that that you were a mad scientist, and I believed it.
Yeah, so you believe any random person you meet instead of the person you know for like the past year and a half.
Look,
Okay,
they-
never mind.
they were-
What did you do for them?
To be fair, you did have a melted dwarf in your house when we got here.
I was just going to say.
That was a war criminal.
Thank you for the raid, quests, and cliffhangers. We
That is
appreciate
how
it.
our technology works. What?
I was
We
just
had a
saying thank
raid.
you for a raid.
The curators. What else? What did you do for that damn red freckled bastard?
Well,
I know, right?
He just asked me to help set up a tunnel here. They said that there's going to be an attack because the Empire always reacts very strongly to these sorts of things. They said that we would get everybody out through the tunnel. They would come in and replace us. And when the military came in, they were going to ambush them, take them out, take some of their equipment, move off from there. We were just going to move.
Well, that worked swimmingly, didn't it?
Well, I mean, you killed them all before we had the chance to. But, yeah.
So we have 2 hostages.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should question them. Never
No,
mind. Where are they?
no.
Perhaps someone else more level-headed should do that.
Maybe Clay?
I'm already
And-
out.
Shit.
As Patchy's getting up, Clay's going to just walk past Patchy and say, just so that hopefully just Patchy, just kind of softly, when there's consequences, it's important to admit fault. And if I remember correctly, whose cousin's connected with Six Toes in this town exactly? Because I don't think it was anyone but yours. And I will...
Oh, so being hunted is now is a fault. You're saying being hunted is a fault now. Okay. Oh, questionable appearances here. If the Empire is after you, and then you go to a town and the Empire comes after you, I'm gonna blame you next time. Oh, I thought the downtrodden was looking after each other. Ah, no. Bye. I'm out. This is even pissing me off more. Doing the blame game.
He's so pissed off he's stolen your accent.
Yes,
indeed.
So, as
Still
all of
almost
you,
accents.
as the two of you are kind of arguing and heading out towards the
Oh,
front,
this dwarf is talking nonsense one after another. I can't even grieve my friend getting arrested.
you head out to the courtyard where you can see the 2 Vincere that have been unceremoniously kind of tied to the trees outside. Just kind of sitting there and glaring at everybody.
I'll approach them, and in Skeen, I'll say, "Howdy. Now, I'm sure you're not especially inclined to speak to me much about your folk and what you're up to. But let me just say, you're gonna much prefer me to the very angry person that's not too far behind me. Just spent the good part of this morning screaming and angry, and I don't think he's gonna get much better of a mood if he's in charge of the discussion we have to have.
Yeah,
We have to
we're
have an understanding.
perfectly aware of who Silverback is and of how wonderful of a person he is.
You know what?
Followed as well, so I can monitor if this person is lying or not.
I'm gonna run
You know what?
defense on Patchy.
You know what? Do you think you could lighten me? He's been relatively vague, I have to say. So why don't you tell me first? Who am I dealing with over there? What's he done exactly? And who told you it?
Silverback gave up the future of Hicks and kind. Turned his back on the Vincere, of course, which some people think is fine. We're not so happy about that. Committed some horrible sins, of course. Happened to have murdered a bunch of people. Created weapons that could have been tuned appropriately to target only Silver Shield dwarves, but no. He makes some sort of weapon of mass destruction, and now we have to fight on multiple fronts. Then goes off and pretends to be dead, commits himself to whatever life this is, hides in the shadows, while many of our brothers in arms are dying out there. We are fighting to take our world back from all of this nonsense. We're relegated to animals. We're treated like animals. And individuals with the capability and the knowledge to enhance that. Strength, speed, life, weaponry. Hide. We're just lucky that Crimson Mane came along and continued that work. We don't need you anymore, Patchy, as you go by now. We found it. We found some remnants of the tower. We don't need you anymore.
Wait, what does that mean? Wait, no, wait, I heard this, right? Yes, he was talking to me. You can't hide this from me. Our future
Apparently.
is entire kind, you say. Well, what was that future? Killing little dwarven kids and women? And just innocent villagers?
Casualties of war. Things have to be done in order to succeed. We are vastly outnumbered, and you know that.
I'll hit him in the face once.
Whack. Go ahead and give me a strong roll.
I made technology to turn us back into halflings, and you turned it into different damn weapons. That's Crimson Mane turned our only chance into a damn weapon. You know what? I can't speak to this one. I'm gonna speak to the other one. Damn it! I'm gonna. Where's my acid?
No.
You don't have any legs to stand on, old
He's got
rat.
two.
Eidolon has been found, and it's only a matter of time before Crimson Mane is capable of things beyond what you even can consider. The addled mind coming from an ancient war, hundreds of years old.
He doesn't even know how to. He doesn't even know how to do the math that would allow him to do those permutations.
Once Three Scars has Red Eye out of the way, we will no longer have to deal with pathetic and weak decision-making anymore.
Oh, weak decision making. I'll show you weak decision making. There is my vial of acid. Okay, let's get that little ear.
Stop it! Nope, not gonna let it happen.
He insulted Red Eyes. I need to do it. It's my life.
Okay, you can't go aciding people just because they insult your friends, okay?
Let me see what else I can do. Maybe I can do something less severe. What if I show his toes?
Weren't you? This is you were, and now it's acid. Take over the situation.
Clay, you've dealt with fanatics before. This person has drank the Kool-Aid pretty hard. What are you attempting to do right now?
So what I would like to, I'm actually going to recuse myself with one of these hostages, like they're still bound up and such, I'm sure, and take us, we're fully alone.
All right, so you grab a hold of one and kind of drag them by their feet through the dirt away from the group.
I'm gonna ask Kiara real quick as he's dragging him away. Kiara, he's not gonna like acid him or do anything weird, right?
No, that is usually my job.
Actually,
Oh, cool. Okay, wait.
Psycho.
Before I see you do that, are you taking the one that I'm talking to?
No.
Can you take that one?
I'm just taking.
Fine,
He
okay.
just grabs the other one as you're busy having your conversation, and Nova's stopping you
were
from
like,
dropping acid on him.
It seemed very clearly like up in the face of that person. So I'm gonna take them. All right, I'm not here to threaten you physically, or I'm not looking to torture. I mean, I can tell it's not. You've trained for that. You've come to peace with that, eh?
Of course. This entire thing is nothing. My life is nothing compared to the cause.
All right. But what if I could threaten the cause?
And how would you do that, dwarf?
Oh, well, you see, the thing is, we've got quite a few Empire folks coming right this way, and sadly to say, I don't think one of you folks remembered to burn their map. Did ya?
The map. Ah, shit.
Aye. Oh, now I think you understand where we're going from and coming from here, right?
That map will give you very little.
Oh, it will it? So, because my understanding is, like you said, you're outnumbered, you're outgunned. You've got some advantages, aye, but one facility down, I mean, you've got what, maybe dozens? I doubt more than that.
You know nothing of the Vincere. I feel like you're bluffing. You don't even seem to have a map about your person.
I show him the map. Far away enough that even if he lunges out, he can't reach it.
You pull the map out to show him, and the end of his tail flicks forward, and you see flame fly from it towards the map. Give me an agile roll to avoid having it get hit.
Okay.
You didn't say the magic word.
Clay, where did you take this individual?
Somewhere not flammable.
I mean, to be honest, it was
We can
probably
hope
like
so.
an alley.
All right, well,
It would have to be.
the nearest alley to where you were at is actually next to Patchy's house.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. As he goes to fling the flame at you,
Mhm.
you have a choice. Does something kill him or blow up Patchy's building?
Oh, that's a lot of power. You give a person.
And I take an injury, like take the L and catch it. Like just take the damage and catch it so that neither happens.
No, this
Sherry
is a critical
gave you an
failure.
ace, by the way.
This is a critical failure on the part of the enemy.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Right.
It
Then
wasn't
like this is the effects of the crit on them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, think that
Oh, I'm
that-
nervous.
Patchy's
know.
house will remain standing.
Flame flies out, smashes into a section of the turret near the edge of the building. Stone cracks and crumbles. You hear the sound of falling and breaking rock. As you turn around to look up, Clay, you see this chunk of the turret fall down, and with a wet squish, the person you were talking to is crushed.
There's another one.
And with that, tonight's episode of Dreams of Silver and Stone has come to a conclusion. Thank you all for watching tonight. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We have extended the video a little bit. Usually we end about half an hour before this. Well, 23 minutes before this. So hopefully you've enjoyed yourselves and come back and watch some more. I'm going to go around the table here. We're going to say who we are, where you can find us, and we'll move on from there. So tonight we're going to start off with Blitzing Gamer. You are first.
That's me. I'm Blitzen Gamer. Shannon, you can find me here tonight, and then other nights the same day of the week here. And then on Tuesday, which is Thursday today, and then Tuesday, I do a roll charisma here with Steven as the co-host, and we hang out with people, so you can catch us then. Stop laughing at me, Anna. I'm tired, okay?
It was so cute.
Yeah, and that's me. I, do things, and probably will do more things and stuff. So hang out, watch us. We're doing stuff. We're giving away prizes and shit.
All right.
Do the things.
And Anna, your turn.
She's gotta zhuzh herself.
Gotta be zhuzhed. We can't hear you. You're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I was tripping. Hi, I'm Anna, also known as Sanctum Cosplays. I'm also very tired. I play as Kaizen lovingly put, the psycho Kiara. I just wanted to clarify with Steven that was said and I didn't mishear something, and it was actually said, which I appreciate a lot. You can catch me here, and as Shannon says, tonight and other nights of the same day, repeating every week. That's really all I do. I also run our Instagram, though, which I need to get more clips of. But this was a very clippable episode from what has occurred. So we'll have stream clips of both this game and Sparrows up, as well as one-shots that we hold and things like that. We'll have clips, we'll have art, all of that on our Instagram. I spent a lot of time on it. Please follow us.
She's good at the thing.
She's good at the things indeed. And Rob.
Hello, everyone. When I'm not being a disappointed dad, a dwarf, or whatever, I'm Rob Biron. You can find me as such. You can find me this Saturday, 6:30 CST, running like clockwork with the amazing Ruby Heart and some amazing members of their community, including a returning reprise from Big Bees and the wonderful Stephen Dewey, who, if you caught our 10 Candles game run by Anna, you should know is a delight. It's going to be an amazing show. It's a lot of their first time, so get ready for a lot of chaos and wild stuff happening. So come check us out. Also, notice we have that follower goal for another very chaotic one-shot of Karax Pandas that I'll run. So check that out. Other than that, you can find me doing my own thing on the Not Quite Heroes podcast, as well as on Valdrian's channel every Wednesday night, running my 5e homebrew campaign.
Heck yeah. Check out that content and be here on Saturday and tomorrow. We got two things in a row.
It's gonna be a time.
Move right on over to Steven.
Hello. I'm Steven, also known as El Deviant Devil. You can catch me here on Thursdays at this wonderful show playing Kaizen with all these wonderful people. You can also catch me on Tuesdays co-hosting Roll Charisma with Shannon, Miss Glitzen Gamer over there. It's fantastic, and evidently there's some things in the works if I don't cut my hair, but we'll see about that because it really needs to be cut.
Oh, you just said it on the internet. Yeah, no, actually, we're gonna have an episode in which I style Steven's long hair, so that's happening. And if you make me a liar,
you wouldn't do that to your best friend, right?
Would you? Your sister from another mister?
She might be a liar.
Bitch!
All right, moving right along to Sinan.
Hello, everyone. Wait, no, that's not my normal voice. Hello, everyone. My name is Sinan. Wow, my throat started today. Boy.
It's all that screaming you did.
Well, don't piss me off. Oh my God, a dear Skixon that I was starting to care for got arrested. Am I not gonna
Got arrested
about it? Hello. But yeah, hello everyone. My name is Sinan, and really happy to be here. Playing the patchy. What we're supposed to say? Just outro.
Yeah, just
very
outro.
Tired. Love you all. Happy to be here. Thanks for joining. Follow so we hit the goal because I might be biased, but I think this channel's awesome. So, I don't know. But what do I know? I have
facts are facts.
Smudge on my nose. So, But yeah, that's me.
All
Not
right.
brown.
Moving on over to Strat.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stratful. Thank you for spending your time with us and in this little game of ours. Please, if you can, just spread the word, even if you're already following us. It would be very, very helpful for us to reach that goal. And there may be even prizes for those amongst you that take the time to, look our silly faces doing silly voices at silly times. And I hope we can keep with your faithful views today, every week, and tomorrow for the Sparrows, which is also one heck of a time. Thank you all.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching, everybody. And
Sparrows has been killing it.
they're doing a great job, and we'll get to see what kind of crazy stuff they come up with next time. One of them collected a gemstone that made their eternal patron far more powerful than he might have been initially to start. So,
And how could that be bad?
I mean, that
Yeah,
can.
Yeah.
If we have learned anything from previous
More
sections of
powerful
this game,
turners, more better.
better.
And,
Yeah.
and we also,
Better.
I mean, we also found out that there's an elf on their ship that believes that there's a royal member that was a family member of his.
Oof, we have like six elves.
And then red iron's always red iron.
So many elves.
So many elves. And we're going to move on from there. Of course, I'm Ty. I'm Lot Even Star over on the Twitters, and I'm Lot Even Star Art here on Twitch. Other than when I'm running games here on Roll for Chaos. This amazing community, I am so grateful to be a part of it, and we just hope to have so many great things for everybody out there and for everybody in here. Of course, you can catch us tomorrow night with Sparrows at 5:30 Pacific time, and on Saturday at 4:30 Pacific time for that Like Clockwork game. Don't miss it. We'll see you around. Love you all. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good night. We're going to go ahead and set up a raid here real quick, and then we're out. Good night. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for everybody popping in here and doing those raids. We appreciate each and every one of you.